All right. Episode 6. Anybody want to do it last time?
Last time. Oh, fuck, that hurt. I was not ready. Okay. Last time. I farmed out the bitch. There was an explosion on the train. There's a bomb on the train? Oh, fuck. And then Borach and Iris dealt with that situation, and then I pulled up after holding a meeting in which I had to apprehend some Thane thralls. They're called thralls, right?
Yeah, Thin Thralls.
Thane thralls. And then, after dealing with them and apprehending them, I had to go outside, take a little stroll. I was like, I'm gonna head myself on a little train ride. Train fucking explodes. Everybody's gonna die. So I grabbed the earth. I block it. Speaking of trains, there was a train ride earlier that day to the damn psycho enclave where Yormisk went on a little adventure with an asleep art who he I don't know, he drugged him while he was asleep. That's kind of fucked up, actually. Anyways, he drugged him while he was asleep, and then he went on a little spirit adventure leading into Spirit Town. And Blaze went out and completed his trial. Now we're farmed out though.
Yes.
There's
Perfect.
your last time.
Thank you. All right. So we move along with our adventure, and Blaze is face first on the dirt, being chased by a hive of Sexta bee-like wasp creatures that are pretty large. What do, Blazington?
While running away with Ver. Ver, you got a plan?
Run faster.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Roll me endurance.
Endurance. Hold on. Finding endurance stat.
Wait, you keep on having to roll endurance and it never goes well.
You're able to pump even harder. You can get a bit more mileage. You're going there, but, you know, they may be gaining on you a little bit. I want to see your agility.
Agility. Yeah, sure. I got you. Hold on.
He's not gaining the speed he needs to get away from these things, so, you know, you might need to fire off a couple shots just to do something. Or maybe an object, an item, something that can create some extra distance. Or obscure
Fire
things.
away. Wait. I do have a smoke bomb. Smoke bomb and fire away.
All right. You throw down a smoke bomb. A plume of smoke obscures you and Ver as you are slowing down. You're kind of running into distance, and they kind of scatter a bit to kind of understand what's going on. And I'm going to need you to roll me dex real quick to shoot these things. A couple of the close ones.
Shoot these things. Shoot these hoes.
You succeed in landing a bullet on one of them, kind of creating a distraction for some of the other ones as you make your way further and further away, and you get into safe enough grounds that you see some people that you start to see the gate from afar, and they start launching a couple projectiles, magic otherwise, and they take some of the Sexta out and they turn and run back to their hive. You've escaped a gruesome fate.
Yeah, that's right. You run back to your hive. Oh. You scared? I know you scared. I reach out to high five there while I'm like leaned over, doubled over, panting, try to catch my breath. One hand on my knee.
Yeah, Ver, he goes to high five you, and at the same time as he does that, you appear at a dinner table.
Huh?
You don't quite recognize it.
Did I time warp? He jumps to the left and steps to the right.
Crazy. No. You hear doors opening behind you, double doors.
Head turns.
You see your mother walking in as she is accompanied by 2 armed guards. They both seem to be outer beings as well.
He stands up to greet. I think with his mom, he'd probably be a bit more casual than with his dad. So he kind of just throws out a peace sign and says, "Yo."
Blaze, sit down. Sit down. Please.
Yeah, of course.
And she snaps her fingers, and the 2 guards kind of go outside the double doors and reseal them and stay on the outside. She sits alongside you on the table, not across from you. And she pulls out a document. And she kind of slides it over you. She's like,
so, not just gonna get right to it, eh? Not gonna say hi and no hug?
Business first, and then, family later.
Okay. Is this a new quest?
It's both the reward for your quest and a new quest.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
So just sign here and here. Do you sign
just
right on the lines?
Just my first and last name. No writing it in blood or any. Okay, all right, cool.
Nah, it's not like your father.
In surprisingly beautiful cursive, he writes Blaze Nocturnal.
There you go. The paper disappears into ethereal smoke. And he pats you on the head and she hugs you. She's like, "Oh, you look terrible.
I mean,
what is Vare running you through?"
Just a lot of gym routines, if I'm being honest.
You're so scrawny. You're not eating enough.
Well, to be fair, he's running me through a lot of gym routines. I'm probably burning way more calories than I'm consuming.
Well, you gotta eat more, so she hands you 100 gold. She says, "You must eat more. Don't spend this on anything but gold or I'll know. Or anything but food, but I'll know."
Okay. Sure. So, like, is Kangaroo Burger King out of the equation, or?
Never heard of that place? It sounds vile.
That's a callback for those that don't know. Those in the industry would understand that that's a callback.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Pizza's fine.
I
can spend this on pizza. Does it have to be groceries?
You need to learn to cook, okay?
In
fact, she scribbles over your old mission. She gives you a new mission. And she's like, "You must learn from a 4-star chef how to cook for yourself and make a EX level dish one time by the end of the week."
I'm so sorry. I'm only a 3-star. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If I had one more, I'd help you, I swear. Because Grant can cook. Grant can fucking cook, but I'm only a 3-star. I'm so sorry.
So like, yeah, no, I can cook. Sometimes I'm theory crafting, and I try.
All right, explain to me how you would make a chicken cordon bleu.
Okay, so first you get your mise en place, right? And then after you get that, you preheat the oven, and then and then you make sure that your assistants are nearby, ready to chop the
Okay, you're over on bonfire.
Okay, yeah. So chicken cordon bleu on the bonfire, right? So you.
Well, I see. Okay. Well, we're gonna get you tip-top shape. You're gonna have to do that by the end of the week, or face my wrath, I guess.
Okay, yeah, sure.
If you don't complete
I
it,
can
you
do
will
that.
get the curse of personal chef.
Okay. Who am I serving it to?
No, he will make all your meals if you fail this, but you'll have no choice but to eat his meals and nothing else.
Understandable, but yeah, who am I serving my dish to? Like
Me.
the chef? You?
Yep.
What? So what? You're just gonna summon me, or do I have to summon
Yes.
you when I
Once
make
you
it?
have a 4-star ready dish by the end of the week,
How do I call for you? Do I
talk
just
to Ver.
will you just talk to Bear? Okay, all right. Since we're here, how's Dad?
Terrible.
Is he good? Terrible. What? What's
The
what's wrong
emissaries
with
are
Dad?
in a lot of issues right now, and they're extremely busy, and that's why you're supposed to be doing your job.
Cook. Learning how to cook.
Well, that's the secondary job, but it's important, so I guess it's somewhat of a primary job. But you're going to have to finish off the Archbishop. Say it with me. Finish off the Archbishop.
Finish off the Archbishop.
Yeah.
Am I killing the Archbishop? What?
Yes. Have you not listened to any of the
Oh.
meetings?
Sometimes I might not be at the meetings, depending on what's going on.
You know, maybe you should have grown up with Pimp instead.
What? Look, I love Uncle Pimp as much as the next guy, but I mean, but Grandpa Wyland, he's so cool.
He would have raised you better than Leo, but
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Look, Dad's busy. I get it, but like, he's a cool guy. I think. I don't see him
yeah,
enough.
yeah. I like
I mean,
my
you made him-
husband just as much, but there's a difference between being a good father and being a good husband. I think he's a good husband and a terrible father.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, so learn to cook in the kitchen and outside of the kitchen. That's the personal quest.
Yes,
Chicken cordon bleu by the end of the week, and then talk to Bear once it's prepared.
yes,
Ideally, while it's fresh, he should probably be there while I'm cooking,
yes.
so that it just that doesn't go cold on you. Okay.
And you know how this
You know,
works?
since I asked about Dad, how is Uncle Pimp and Aunt Kikyo?
They're fantastic. They're really
Yeah?
upset, but they're fantastic.
Why are they upset?
Because Garnet ran away from home again.
Wow. Why am I not surprised? She kind of does what she wants, doesn't she?
Yeah, but they're learning their lesson. They're gonna have to create some space between them, learn to kind of helicopter parent further away.
Okay. Well,
I'll need you to roll me intelligence, as we'll play a
Roll
little
me,
game
okay.
of wit, as customary, to see if you get a hint on your trial.
Hit check. Oh.
You see, there's only 2 people in the capital who could teach you with enough skill to do this. So best of luck finding them.
I see. I'm gonna have to ask around.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
Alrighty. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks for. He gives her a hug.
Yay. She pats you on the head, and she vanishes, and you wake up, and you're hugging Vare.
I think it would have been far funnier if she just said, "Okay, love you, bye," and then just kicked him out.
Yeah.
Very funny.
But this is funny, too. So Vare's hugging you back, and he's like, hey, thanks, man. You know, I thought it was a high five, but sometimes hugs are good, too.
You know,
Roll me endurance.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought too. Rolling endurance.
You do not sustain the hug damage, and you pass out temporarily.
I try to like squeeze back as hard as I can as a competition, but I pass out.
Wasn't enough. So he's like, ah, It's all good, buddy. And he like throws you over his shoulder, and he walks you towards the guild district. Let me move over to our guy Yormisk. Yormisk, you're talking to the Shadow Guard the end of the last session. He hushed you as you're in the manor, and a deep, dark pool emits underneath you. Come with me, Yormisk.
I look at him. Oh wait, is this a spirit or is this
I am
a
Grand Shadow Guard. I'm a shadowling.
Okay. Hello, Shadowling. I am going to follow you.
Perfect. Your reward awaits in the Shadow Kingdom. And you descend into this dark, shadowy pool and vanish. You enter the Shadow Kingdom. At the gates of the Shadow Kingdom, a pool you pull up from, and you see this bridge leading to this large, dark, silhouetted castle to a red sun behind it. Welcome to the Shadow Kingdom, Yormisk.
Thank you.
You are to receive your reward from Dosha's granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Your lord's granddaughter, yes.
Oh,
She runs the Shadow Kingdom here, under the grounds of Alveita. Tucked away. Her prying eyes.
is she a spirit or?
No, nobody in the Shadowlands is a spirit. They're immortal.
Oh, I thought you were a spirit. Oh,
All right, Yormisk.
so. Oh.
Spirits in the shadows are similar in spectral nature.
So, well, I guess if I'm comfortable talking to you, can you, do you think she could just, give you the reward and you just meet me here?
No.
Oh,
Yormisk. He places his hand on your shoulder. You got to understand. You need to be able to talk to her. Your Dosha himself. He wants for you badly to receive the reward gracefully and dutifully as one of his devotees. He trusts you. You understand. Nothing you can say can ruin this, as long as you don't attack her on a whim.
okay.
I think you're strong enough.
Okay.
Follow behind me, if you would like.
Okay. I start following you. And
Right.
looking around.
It leads you through the cascading markets and streets of the Shadow Kingdom. He says, he kind of lectures you. He goes, here are the Shadow Pools, and this is the Shadow Bazaar. These places, you can only come here whenever you've accomplished a great deed for Lord Dosha. So make a good time while you're here after your reward, before exiting the Shadow Pools. I recommend getting as much information as you can about the other realms.
Okay. How do I do that?
You can present. Once you've received your reward, you can walk amongst the Shadow Kingdom at your leisure. Talk amongst its people. They will help you as much as they can.
Talk?
I know talking is very difficult for you, Yormisk, but here, nobody will harm you. Just think of it as a ghost town filled with the spirits of the shadows.
Okay. Hey, what's your name?
Grand Master Shadow Guard.
Oh. Thank you, Grandmaster Shadow Guard. I give him a smile. But I also am sweating because I am nervous.
I appreciate the gesture, Yormisk. We're almost there. The steps of the bountiful Palace of the Shadows. He leads you up the steps. Roll me endurance. You make your way up the steps, no issue whatsoever. You get up to the very top. There you see a beautiful shadowling of tall form, and she's holding this sort of chest in front of her. It's like gilded and has red upholstery to it. And she walks over to you and she hands you the gift. And she cracks a smile.
I look down, but then I realize this is Lord Dosha's granddaughter, and Dad would tell me to look her in the eye. So with all the courage I can muster, I look at her and I smile and I receive the chest.
She
Thank
giggles
you.
lightly and hands you the chest. And she nods to the thank you. You open the chest.
I'll open the chest.
Alright, open the chest and roll me a D100 with no modifier.
Ooh, I got 99.
That is a fantastic amount. So, on 99, you obtain a special shadow stone. And she gasps. She hasn't seen one in quite a long time. Dosha doesn't often give this reward to people. The Shadow Guard, he says a prayer to Dosha as thank you for the Shadow Stone. You seem very surprised. Yormisk, do you need any help with understanding what that Shadow Stone is?
Yes.
Alright, Yormisk. This Shadow Stone is of great premium variety. It is mined directly from Dosha himself's blood. Celestial star of Dosha's star. The ore from it produces this when drizzled in his blood. It turns into this sort of purple dark color. And you can ingest it or apply it. If you apply it to an item, it'll raise it to the highest level of its item possible under the shadow element. If you ingest it, it'll turn a talent you have into a shadow talent.
Oh my god. What did you just say? Wait. My fault. What happened?
No problem. You can apply it to an item and it'll raise it to the highest rarity of that item and apply a shadow ability to it. Or you can ingest it.
Put that shit on my fucking shovel. I'll put it.
You place it on your shovel. Yeah, go ahead, continue.
You ever watch the Ant Bully?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. I was gonna make a reference. It's okay. But I'm gonna put the stone. I'm just gonna. So just think. For the viewers at home, just think. I got my shovel. I got the stone shovel in one hand, stone in the other hand. I just like, bow, mash them together.
A almost light is produced from the sheer darkness that emits from this shovel. It makes everything else look brighter. And your shovel, you know, it corrupts and reforms into the Grave Lord's let's see here. Grave Lord's Monument Maker. A legendary shovel-like item that creates monuments in the name of the dead.
So do I put it in my equipment? Can I put it in a weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Do I just add the effect to the already effect it already has?
Yeah. How is it this?
How you got my height?
There you go.
Oh my god, that's really true.
All right.
So I just add this to the skill effect.
Yeah, so the name would be the Gravelord's Monument Maker. You put that in the name. The skill effect, you put that whole a legendary shovel part in it. And then the damage of the shovel is 20.
Shift enter.
Yay! Shift enter.
Right, remember.
Yeah, now that shit's sick. Perfect. You obtain the shovel in. As they see you apply it, they look in awe as the shovel hovers into the air. It becomes this cool, almost tomb-like device that can still be used to shovel with its magical shape-shifting power of shadow. And it lands back in your hands, and you can feel its darkness sort of like flirting with your hands, almost.
Oh my god. Dosha, my lord, thank you for this power. I feel warmth in the darkness. I feel like with this I could always have your blessing, even in the brightest of days. I hold my shovel to my face and rub my face on it. And then I bow to Dosha's grandmother, great granddaughter, and I ask one question. May I have your name?
You may. My name is Eternity.
Thank you, Empress Eternity. Is there anything else you need of me?
No, you may leave and bask in the greatness of the Shadow Kingdom. Something arises and you must return here. Then hold that shovel tight in your arms, consume all your shadow essence to call upon the Grand Master. He may be able to present you a way back in.
I'm sorry. My Empress. I do have another question.
Of course, what is it?
I recently found a person who was able to use some sort of necromancy. However, it wasn't necromancy. It was I believe they're called a psychonaut, and they're able to put life into a dead body, and it looks like a little cursed magic. I was wondering maybe if you knew something about it.
Oh, of course. You're speaking of the corruptive ability of the psychos, right? One of Dosha's great followers. They can use the corruption, that purple ichor like rivers that you see raining throughout your kingdom. They can utilize that energy deep in their souls to soul link with certain monsters upon their demise, or near demise. It is a power of deep corruption. You must be careful about corruption, as it could override many of your senses. but it is
So
something.
I could do that.
It could be possible, though getting that corrupted would be dangerous. But you could do something less dangerous and get similar results.
Hmm. Well, I have already asked enough of you. So well, now that I have my answer, okay, thank you. And
Of
I walk
course.
out.
She walks the rest of the steps back up to the kingdom's palace, and the shadow guard leads you to the bottom of the stairwell. He points out the various locations. It says if you need to leave, you just enter where you came from, the shadow pool. It will take you back to the Psycho Enclave's main town. It won't take you right back in the manor because that would be dangerous.
So I go up to some random person and I say, "Hello, I'm Yormisk. Could you tell me about a realm that you know about?"
Oh, hello, Yormisk. I could tell you whatever you would need. What realm are you curious about, if you
Oh my
have one?
god. Oh my, I'll start freaking out. I'm about to run away. I'm shaking, quivering. But then I hold on tight to my shovel that's been blessed by my Lord Dosha. Can you tell me more about the psychos?
Of course. The Psychos are. Their realm was from the great space Dosha's star. They were cast, fallen, long time ago when they were corrupted by a vile being. Long ago, 25 years ago. He gave them a home on the realm that you currently live in, Alveita. In that, their job is to acclimate amongst their peers. Dosha's in charge of many of the realms. Tabooist's your own realm. As well as the Vanquished and the Psycho in particular. The Tabooists are kind of a half and half. He works among some of their darker sciences like necromancy, as you have, whereas Sokura works on their more monstrous side, like demonology, hemomancy, torturer.
Mm,
Psychos have a sort of soul. If you want to commune with them, the best to talk to would be the Purple Monarch.
where is the Purple Monarch?
He exists on Dosha's star, but can be interacted with through a monument in the Psycho Enclave's Cutter Alley.
He's in the Enclave.
Yes. Well, his spirit can be communed with. Somebody of yourself who's so close to Dosha, he would definitely listen.
Okay. Hey. Hey. Is there any? Do you know any um Earth people here who know a little bit about Earth magic?
Great question, Yormisk. The ancient Shadow Ones might know of an Earth spirit, such as Warvis. I can point you to that location if you'd need.
Please. Are they here in the?
Dwarvis does not live in the Shadow Kingdom, but one of our, great Shadow Lords may have his exact location as where, the Earth and darkness our mutual friends. And he points out this larger cathedral-like building, now that you're paying a lot of attention to it. Says, give the name of Dwarvis in there, and I'm sure they will be of great help to you.
Okay. Let's see what else. Ooh. Is there, while I have you here, one last thing. Is there a astrology major here?
Of course, the shadows and space Dosha's great land and landscape. Of course. Yes. Talk to Astra. There's a great telescope, actually, in the southeast of this town, as you're currently close to the north of the town. It's quite far, but if you meet the Expanse with great effort, you may meet him. He knows quite a lot.
You know quite a lot.
I thank
What's your
you.
name?
My name is Willow.
I go to shake Willow's hand.
He shakes it back. You
Thank
feel a
you.
gentle ease to his handshake.
So, I'm gonna make my way to the cathedral.
All right. You make your way to the cathedral, and it has ornate decorations and whatnot, and a nice staircase leading up to it, and open doors.
Dwarvis. I just say as I enter.
Like a mist of shadow culminates and swirls and creates like almost like a dark tornado as it culminates into this person's visage. And he moves towards you and he goes, "Oh, it's you, Yormisk. I haven't seen you since you were born."
Oh my god.
Of
Oh,
course.
again.
I knew your parents, in fact.
That's cool. Did you like them?
They're fantastic people.
No. That's good.
Oh,
Are you Dwarvis?
Dwarvis. I'm not myself Dwarvis. I'm the great Shadow Lord of the Cathedral. But Dwarvis is a mutual friend. Would you want to find him?
Yes, I need some help with Earth magic.
I see, and yes, Earth is deeply rooted in your family's history. I've got you. No problem. He wisps away up like a large, almost infinite staircase, you feel, as you look up and the cathedral kind of endlessly expands upward, and he rips from it a tome and descends down in a swirling fashion as he hits the ground right next to you, and he goes, "Here, Lord Yormisk, this will help you a great deal." It points out his, some earth magic, but also may have the location if you pray to the book. Dwarvis's location will be known to you. It moves daily, but it's predictable.
Okay.
Receive the ancient tome of Dwarvis.
Don't die, by the way, Maggie.
Thanks.
And Dwarvis is like in the real world? Is he in the shadow
Yeah.
world?
He's in the real world. He's technically in the spirit plane, but he is communable from the real world.
Okay. The shadow
world. Yep. And there you go. But it has some things worst case in it. I'm glad we could meet again without your death, Yormisk.
Ha 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 ha. It looks like you'll be seeing me again pretty soon as I leave to go to the observatory look for Astra.
All right, you head to Astra, and this requires a few endurance checks because it's really far away. Time moves
Okay.
very slowly here, but it's far in terms of distance.
Can I? Okay. Endurance checks?
Yep, just endurance. It'll just change who runs into you mainly. Yeah, that's great. Roll me one more. Great. Yeah, you don't have any problems at all. You'll have one more on the way back. So you arrive at Astra's observatory. He sees you from afar and he greets you. He looks very bizarre to you as he has like speckles of stars in his misty cloak that seem more bright compared to most shadowlings.
Nice. You look really cool. I am Yormisk. Oh, I think to
Well.
myself, I'm getting good at this talking thing.
Yormisk, it's great seeing you. I love an astronomer who likes what I like. The stars, beacons of light in a lush dark envelope.
Yes. The stars are very beautiful, especially on a clear night sky.
Correct. I love it so. What is it that you need from me?
Well, I'm starting to get into really astrology magic, and so I was trying to see if if you could give me some pointers, and in that regard.
Oh, of
But if
course.
not, that's okay.
No worries, Yormisk. I can give you what you need for sure. And he reaches in to his cloak and pulls out a small star. He hands it to you.
Whoa.
If you're ever wanting to know, feel the space like I do. Pray to the star, and it'll give you a great communion when you meditate and think of the stars. Should improve your balance. If you spend a couple days, when you are going to bed, meditating with the star, I'm sure you'll develop a talent. Astra star talent. At 5 meditations or so.
Whoa. All I have to do is meditate?
Yes,
That's cool.
only amongst the time where it hits midnight. So, after 5 days of meditating to this orb, it'll assimilate with your being. You'll learn a fraction of my knowledge.
Astra, thank you so much, and I'm sorry that I have to go. I am in a bit of a rush.
No, I
have
understand
to-
greatly.
I need to finish preparing for Lord Dosha's mission.
Yes.
But thank you. This information will help me a lot.
I pray for your foregone conclusion.
So I leave there and do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and dip on out of here. And then, if honestly, hey, can I spend the rest of my time fighting mobs outside so I can I'm trying to get bodies. I'm trying to bury bodies.
Yeah, let me just roll some just raw 100s, like 3 of them or so.
But I'm not trying to. I'm gonna. How long do graves stay? Can they stay until the promised day?
In what way?
Like essentially, I'm trying to prepare for the day that we, fight this guy. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we're gonna be here, right? So I was
So
just preparing.
you're thinking like if you could prep a bunch of bodies like around his place to have like an army for him or something?
Yeah.
It'd probably get pretty capped, to be honest. I wouldn't put a duration on them, but I think they'd get capped based on your stats.
Okay.
I think that might even be listed somewhere in your sheet. Let me double check.
It's the bigger.
This isn't a formula or anything. Wait, maybe. Where is the constant for effect? It doesn't say. Good point.
We could just do the 3 and maybe like a weak one since there's a 13 or none at all since there's a 13, right? I got like 76, 72. That's like what, maybe like a medium spawn, maybe. Maybe.
70. Wait, what?
Because I rolled. Or those
Okay. You rolled 76, 13, 72, right?
Yeah.
That's for the what you run into, monster wise.
Okay, never mind.
No, that's chill. So you can. I'll say you can create like 5 preparatory graves with monsters in them if you need. For the coming day, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like more than I expected. I was like thinking 3, but okay.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, because you have so much time to prep for it, I feel like it's realistic.
I was thinking I'm just chilling here to the province thing. So I want to learn more from the psychos anyway. Wait, when is it? 'Cause I know it's the 13th. How
13th.
long? What's the day?
It's the 4th.
It's the 4th?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I guess never mind. Because I'm pretty sure I need to go back to the squadron.
Yeah, no, that's real. It's good to let them know the stuff you know too.
Yeah. All right. Well, how about I spend maybe like a day or 2 still out here, and then I go back.
That sounds reasonable. Yeah. Well, that will work out, I think. Yeah. The day we'll say you like go back because the trains aren't even usable right this second until Thomas Tankard fixes them. So they would be available starting day 6.
Oh well, yeah. So yeah, I'm just sitting here gathering information, intel, prepping,
Yeah, sounds
cooking
great.
up some stuff, alchemically. Yeah, that seems really nice.
Awesome, perfect. Well, you're free to go, Quay. I'll run the numbers and I'll get them to you when you're free. You can just DM me when you're free next.
I mean, I still got like 2 hours.
Well, yeah, but
You know, I heard. Don't worry for the recording. Heard. Love
Yeah.
you guys. I'll still be here though.
nah, for sure. You're good. All right. We head back to our other guys and gals at the capital. Myself at some jams. Okay. Who would like to go fight for it? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, 1v1 me, I dare you. I fucking dare you. Oh my god, somebody fight me, please. Please fight me. Don't.
Damn.
Don't die part 2.
No,
But
die part
anyways,
3.
somebody fight me. Somebody fight me, I dare you. Please.
Wait, what? What?
He said we gotta fight to see who goes next. Fight me.
Aren't we all together?
Well.
Not if I do this.
Slice their arm off. Okay. I mean, so where we left off, we would be going to turn in the guild quest, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay. Well then, I will walk up to the counter to turn in the quest, as is the usual. Oh god. Hold on, I'm stretching. If you don't give me a second, we'll all explode from the bombs under the floorboards. Okay. But yeah, I can go talk to Heim afterwards. I'm thinking I go up to the counter, I turn in my quest, and then I'm like, hey, where's Heim at? Asshole.
Damn.
That's not what I say.
Nah, yeah, that's fair. Quay, you can add those to your bodies. You but walk up. Heim. We calc a little bit. Heim would be getting back around this time.
Okay.
Or he would have been back, but like getting out from his room.
Okay. So, I'm okay. Then I will turn in the quest because I want give me guild points. I get guild points for the quest.
Yep.
And then you said Heim is heading down.
Yep, down the staircase. Same room as
Okay.
you.
So I'm going to walk. I'm gonna wait. Like I see him coming down, I'll wait for him to come down, and then I'll walk up to him and talk to him.
He gets down the steps. Oh, Grant.
Heim, you. So, you know, I've been going on all these quests, and I've been thinking, I could be a little more combat ready.
I
So
see.
you're, you fancy yourself a swordsman, right?
Yes.
Let's say we do a little bit of sparring. Train up a little bit.
Yeah, Ver is a bit late. I could do that.
You usually train with Ver? Damn. You know, that's understandable because he's really strong, but I don't know how you do it.
He's handicapped usually.
That's not really what I meant, but you know what? You're so right. Yeah, I noticed, you know, we went out there and there, you know, I got really angry. And I just wanted to fight, and I realized, you know, I could, you know, probably go up a tier in terms of fighting capability. As far as, and especially with like the whole, you know, Marauder thing happening. I figure that's not
Yeah.
the last of those bastards, so why not? We get to work.
I agree, actually. What do your allies want to do?
Oh yeah. I turn around and look at all you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, is there another way out of the city? Or are we kind of stuck here since the train is...
It's a good question. You could take a caravan, but
I mean, I
Okay.
have a bike.
yeah, you can take a bike, a sort
Like,
of vehicle.
You want me
of
to
some
take
sort.
your bike or I ride with you on the bike?
No, nobody touches my bike. But I could take you somewhere. I took Heim out when we went to our mission to fight the crocodile guy or whatever the fuck.
That's true.
I could, you know, if I guess like, is it you or does wait? Because you two were together. Does Borach also want to go? Because unfortunately, my bike only has 2 seats. So
Makes sense.
if that's the
Pretty sure we're going together.
What are you talking about? Sorry, I was out of the loop.
Oh,
Um,
about leaving the city to find, you know, what we were looking for.
Oh, is the train fixed? Are they actually
No.
competent?
Afraid not.
They did send actually Thomas down from the inventors. He's actually getting here really quickly.
Oh, but so like the train will be fixed soon, or
Well, he's gonna upgrade all of the trains and repair the station and fix the tracks in a 1-mile radius. Says it should take
And-
2 days.
And he's gonna fire the staff, right?
Certainly. I mean, they don't even
I
know how to
hope
use
so.
the current trains.
Exactly, that's what I'd like to hear.
Yeah, that is what I like to
Freshly
hear. Honestly, that's a creepy way to word that.
Sorry. Was it?
Um,
Okay.
a little bit. A little bit. Regardless, yeah. So that your options are if you want to take my bike, I guess. Oh, would I lend you to my bike to go somewhere? Last bike
We have to
I had
ride on a
got
bike.
used. Yeah, I mean that's kind of your only option unless you want to wait 2 days for the train to get fixed. Then again, I don't know if you guys paddle as fast as me. Might still end up taking around 2 days. So
Can we just borrow a bike?
I mean,
Next
you could also
one.
take a caravan. That would work. It's just one
That
of
was
them
an
probably
option.
costs less money.
What are you thinking, Eerie? He looks over. Iris.
Well, I mean, if we're in a rush, we should probably leave now, but if not, 2 days aren't that big. Not sure if the things we're looking for are going to be gone in 2 days or not, so.
Heim says,
think
I
they go
mean,
anywhere.
you know, yeah, that's true. You could make some money here, and then it's kind of not wasted time.
True.
Well,
Also, we could finish what we started with those marauders.
oh, don't worry. I intended on doing that one from the beginning. Getting
Oh,
away
that's
from my
right.
meeting. I'm trying to make
Oh,
money.
no,
Fuckers.
seeing
Fuckers
through.
get my way.
They're still alive. What are we doing?
That's right.
We only killed.
have our-
We only killed some like lackeys. So.
Exactly.
Haim, you have any idea on the location of where the marauders are at?
According to this mission briefing that you turned in yourself, if I correlate it with what I have, I would say, I think the Marauders will plan a night raid tomorrow on the capital.
So we could kill them all in one go, then, right?
The Marauders, definitely. Who runs the Marauders from behind, not sure.
Just one thing after another. They
All right.
really like chain of command.
They really
Well-
want this capital destroyed.
Curious.
Then
I really want a bullet in their head.
yeah, that sounds
That's
fun.
true.
That sounds fun.
Or just explode their head, you know?
That also is
too.
pretty fun. I like that. Yeah. Or like slamming their head into the concrete, letting it explode on its own. Physics
Oh,
and whatnot.
yes. Yeah, that could work.
There's a lot of energy being used. I'd rather just end it.
Well,
Vare walks in
Pretty
and is like,
effortless for
oh,
me.
this sounds like a great conversation. He throws Blaze's body on the ground.
oh,
What happened
he's
to
asleep
him?
again, huh?
And he's just sleeping, you know, little fatigue.
I feel like I see him sleeping more than I see him awake.
That's probably what it is.
Maybe he has a weak immune system?
Or weak muscle system, skeletal system, neural system.
Damn,
Start
pretty
swatting at
weak.
the air.
I see.
Ah.
Yeah.
Vare's like Heim. And then Heim, his hand glows, and he chants something
Oh.
weird in some language. And then he starts to awaken as if smelling salts.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He's awake.
Hi.
Hey.
Good afternoon, or
Welcome to the
Whatever it
guild
is.
hall.
this afternoon.
Hey,
You look like you shit your pants.
Yeah, you kind of look pretty weak right now.
yeah, no, we were, I was physically exhausted and then spiritually exhausted.
Oh, double whammy.
What caused that to happen?
So we were running away from the Sextavespas.
Sorry, what?
The Sextavespas.
The what?
Don't laugh.
The huh?
One more time, what was the name?
I'm sorry, what'd you
The
say?
Sextavespas.
You're running, so you were running away from sex? Is that what I'm hearing?
Tavespas.
That's interesting.
Sex to Vespas. All right.
Those
Okay.
bugs. Those bugs you came asking me about the other day.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You were running from them?
So, well, we did the thing, right? We shot like 3 of them without missing. I did, and then we ran away because like the whole hive, like a million of them, came after us. So we ran.
Swarm.
You didn't have
Whole
like a bomb? Fire?
I used the pepper bomb and the smoke bomb you gave me.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That
I'm
would
in like
probably-
a dynamite.
No, you didn't craft that for me.
I didn't.
I don't
You're
have
right.
dynamite.
I thought you'd have it on you.
No, I don't. I don't just be pulling up to the ops with grenades.
Yeah,
Okay.
People
You're
are
lost, I
just really
suppose.
unprepared these days, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
I see what mom's talking about now. The other side of that is I talked to my mom. I would say that she says hi, but I don't think she knows any of you.
That's
no, she's probably
understandable.
saying hi.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but yeah, sure.
Nothing, don't worry about it.
I think he's trying to say that,
Don't. He doesn't get it. Don't.
Listen,
Don't worry about it.
she really likes my dad as a husband, but not as a father. All right, she just told me that.
Hmm.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Interesting. Very
My
funny
mother used to
considering
say
what I
the same
just said.
thing.
That, huh?
But then
Anyways,
she,
so I gotta learn how to cook by the end of the week
Oh. I can
from a
see you gotta cook.
4-star chef.
Fuck. It's always some kind of caveat. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I'm
it's
only
gotta
a
be chicken
3-star
cordon
chef.
bleu.
that seems a
I'm only
little
a
bit
3-star
excessive.
chef.
I
It's
mean,
fucked up.
My mom thinks I'm not eating enough.
Yeah, you do look pretty weak as shit.
Well, that's your opinion, okay?
I mean, I think you just look tired.
You know, you're right. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Tired.
Ver, am I getting enough protein with the workouts or no?
No,
Well, then why wouldn't
Seems like-
you eat bad.
point me in the direction of protein? You know, in conjunction with the workouts. I thought you were my buddy.
Because you throw up every time.
Damn. Don't you hunt monsters all the time? Can't you just hunt the monsters and like cook up the monsters yourselves for like a meal?
What
I
is
would
this,
do.
delicious dungeon?
If he didn't burn
Pretty
everything he
easy.
cooks,
Oh, so he can't cook.
I wouldn't say he could.
Damn.
Not
That is
even
a
like an
damn
egg
tragedy.
or.
You bring raw
Eggs are the
eggs with
worst.
you. You know how bad
No,
those
but-
get?
Yeah, that's true.
Those require like refrigeration or ice magic or something.
The
Yeah, just, like,
motherfucker's getting
carry
something
those
to
in a
drink.
backpack.
He's getting a soda to drink right now instead of protein. Look at him.
Were all your
That's
friends
bad.
duelist growing up, Iris? Like that sounds dangerous.
No.
That is pretty dangerous.
My dad was a duelist. Was.
Mm.
Yeah, they
He's still
can
alive, but he's no longer a duelist.
they can store
No.
things in vaults,
That-
but we can't store perishables like that.
Well,
It's kind of like the
so
inventorium from Shangri-La
So-
Frontier.
what the fuck are you talking about?
He's just
Anyways,
saying words.
I don't know.
so fair. Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
night raid happening tomorrow night.
Oh,
We're
that
gonna
sounds
kill a whole
great.
bunch of people.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
All right.
They're pretty.
Count me in.
dangerous.
Yeah,
They are pretty dangerous.
I'm-
Not for him. He's fine.
I'm in,
I
but
meant for the people.
I need
Oh,
to.
yeah,
I need to know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like 1 or 2 cooks in this town, in the city, that are 4-star. Anyone got any leads on that?
There might
Would
be
I
some
actually
in the noble
have-
district.
Would I actually have knowledge on this? Because I've been here a long fucking freaking time.
You can roll World Traveler +5.
World Traveler +5. Nope.
Not quite. You get the impression that it isn't somebody maybe that you interact with.
Well.
Okay, let me put it this way. Where's the bougiest restaurant in town?
Probably in the nobility.
Well, you probably won't find many good chefs there. I about cooked
I
a few
mean-
of those fucks.
That's fair. That's fair. But one of those places actually has to have the reputation to match the skills.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't
You know, I get
skill
that
of
most of them are
upcharging, maybe?
shams. I get that most of them are shams, but I know there's gonna be one, if not there, in the adjoining district
Sure.
that like has the skills to pay the bills. If you get what I'm saying.
Do you happen to have 50 gold? High masks?
I do have 50 gold.
Then I know.
All right. This is. All right, Mom. This will count as money for food, okay?
Oh.
Do you hand him that money?
I hand him 50 gold.
From that money?
I had 115 before Mom gave me 100, so I'll just say it's from that. But
Oh.
in my head, I'm like, it's the mom's money. It's
Roll me a 100.
but I know it's not.
Oh no.
Just a nat one, just a normal 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully she sees it the same way. Oh.
She'll allow it. She does see it as an investment into your culinary future, but you feel a disapproving gaze.
Mom, I'm trying to get. I'm just doing what you asked. Okay, calm down.
Iris looks
Your
around.
mom's not
Where's
here.
Mom?
What?
Look,
I
can,
start looking around my shoulders and whatnot. I'm like, we're the only people here, man.
look. She could just zip me away at any time. Okay, she can hear
That's kind
me.
of scary.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
She's an outer being.
Also scary.
that.
I miss Uncle Pimp.
No, I won't talk about my experiences with those. Anyways,
Time gives you a name. He says, that frail-looking blonde guy from the other day, Swell. He's a 4-star chef.
Swell. Swell's a 4-star chef.
that fucker is.
Which guy? Sorry.
Swell Fairbreeze. He runs the orphanage in the religious district.
Oh,
And he's an asshole.
that's a noble thing to do.
Yeah.
In the noble
So
A
district.
Guys.
swell thing to do. Yeah.
No.
Clay starts to walk away.
He also runs a restaurant in the afternoon. It's like a soup
Gotcha.
kitchen in the slums.
It would be. You know what? Yeah, it would be in the opposite end. Oh, it would
He's
be.
lucky he runs a fucking orphanage. Otherwise, I'd have taken him out by now.
Is he that bad? Am I missing something here?
I think
he just
it's
pisses me
jealousy.
off. No, not jealousy. He couldn't do a fraction of what I can. But I don't like that he uses his nobility as a guise to try to pick up chicks. That's fucked up.
Hey, not everyone has your riz, okay? Not everyone can aura farm like you, okay?
What
Glenn?
is he talking about? What is he doing? Whoa! What are these terms you're throwing at me?
I think he's
What are you talking
complimenting
about?
you.
Interesting. Thank you. Thanks. Oh yeah, Heim.
Yeah.
So you down to spar?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You got a good area we can spar at?
Yeah, we can spar behind the guild district at the testing hall.
That'll work for me.
They both head out to the north.
Alright, I guess that means, what are all we doing?
Ver says that he's going to go kill more monsters unless somebody needs him for something.
know.
Before you go, you said the slums, soup kitchen. Is that my best lead right now?
That's what Heim said, yeah. Well, he said that's...
And-
Yeah, that's correct. At this time of day.
This time of day, and then when's the restaurant open? Afternoons or night? What?
It's only afternoons.
And
The
is
rest of the
restaurant
time,
soup
he's always
kitchen?
in the religious district at the orphanage.
Gotcha. So the soup kitchen is the restaurant in the slums.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Cool.
Alright, Ver leaves.
Iris, you want to tag along?
Iris kind of looks to Borach. So do you want to meet at the train in 2 days, or do you want to come with us?
Not gonna lie, that sounds really fucking boring. I'll just meet you a few days.
All right. Sounds good. You know, maybe you could run after Vera. I know he's killing things. It might be more your speed.
Yeah, I don't like assholes.
That is also fair.
Because I'm the biggest one here.
I don't know. I mean, there are worse people.
No, I'm a pretty fucking piece of shit person. Anyway,
Iris just pats him on the shoulder.
what the fuck are you doing? I don't need your sympathy. This is just who I am.
Okay. Bless you.
Don't die, part 3. 4.
Or
Hey, Borach, you look like you need a drink, buddy.
You're speaking my language, finally. Somebody.
Look, I know a place.
You
Where's the
do.
last place? Where's the last place that Blaze would have gone that's actually good?
the massage parlor in the shop district.
Cool. They serve alcohol there, clearly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, in the shop district, there took me to a massage parlor. It's actually really dope. They got some really good booze there. I'd recommend going there if you need to take your edge off.
I'll think about it. What was your name again? Gaze.
Blaze. Like 420 Blaze it.
What an interesting way to introduce yourself. You should have like a little image to go with it.
I'm pretty sure Dad smoked a lot of pot, so like that's why he named me Blaze.
Oh.
Look, I just rolled a bit, okay?
Roll with it.
Alright. Base, it is then. I'll appreciate it, I guess.
Would Blaze have any clout at the massage parlor?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just gonna say, tell him Blaze sent you. They'll treat you right.
That meaning not everything's on the house. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know if anything's on the house. Maybe your
Because
first
if I
massage
pull
and
up
drink.
there, right, and I want a free bottle, and I say, "Hey, Baze here, Baze good buddy
Blaze
here."
You gotta say Blaze,
Just
otherwise
roll
they're gonna
with it.
think I'm someone else.
Oh, sorry, it's Gaze here, Gaze
Bull.
good
Like-
buddy here.
Bull.
Here. How about this?
He hands him a joint rolled by his dad. Leo
Fuck
rolls
is
blunt.
this? Are you selling me fucking drugs?
I mean,
No,
he's
no.
giving it to you technically for free.
Just remember that it's Blaze, like how you blaze this. All right, that's my name. Look, it's even written on the side of this blunt. It says Blaze it. Okay, that's my name, Blaze.
You're doing too much, Baze.
All right, look, if you want things to go well at the massage parlor, you just gotta say Blaze sent you. That's all.
No one will hear you say it correctly, except the ones you're telling it to. We'll never know.
Yeah, I don't really care what you call me. It's fine. Call me whatever. But I think they know me as Blaze.
I said your name, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Buford is like,
You're so-
I think it was about right every time.
All right, sure.
See what
yeah.
I'm saying, Buford? These people
Yeah.
are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
don't worry
Gaze,
about
I'll-
it. Yeah. See you later, Gaze.
Just hand them the blunt. If they don't understand you, they just hand them the blunt.
It's alright, Blaze. Just let him try.
He's gonna get mad at me.
Just tell him it's good booze there and he'll be happy.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
oh,
go
fuck.
meet up with your cooking
Fucking
friend,
medic.
Glaze.
Thank you.
Oh god.
Let's get out of here.
Fucking
Enjoy.
losers.
Alright, hold on.
Is she taking along?
I need to
Yes,
do
I'll come
this.
with you. At least you get my name right.
Okay.
Thank you.
And not to say anything about Borach, but I'm going to be with him for a few days, or weeks, or months. I could use a break.
Sure.
He's so hard on himself. It's so sad.
Probably got that traumatic backstory.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All
We all
right.
got one of those, don't we?
Probably.
You guys want to go here, right? I'm not moving here at the time. Okay. Good shit. And technically he is here. Okay. Alright. Heim throws off his external armor.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh wait, no, that's good. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh.
His
Good
face
heavens.
is still covered and he still has like a cowl, but
Okay.
He just-
If that would have been like a 50 or low, I was cooked.
he grabs his sword and places it on the wall and pulls out a standard longsword.
Okay. Also, just to clarify what my other roll earlier was for, if it was a 30 or less, I was gonna like kind of pickpocket, leave a business card to my shop in Cuford's pocket on the way out.
Ah, makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He'll do that, and I will. I have the sword on me, but is there anything nearby I can make a sword out of, just for the fuck of it?
I mean, there's actual swords.
Oh, there's actual swords. Okay, then I'll just pick up one of the actual swords.
Okay.
Is there one that's like I gotta stick to my character's theme? He's a little samurai. Is there like a katana nearby?
There's a single-edged blade for sure.
All right, I'll pick it up then.
All right. Yeah, he stretches a bit and he twirls the sword in his hand. And he said, "Ready when you are."
Okay. So what do you just want me to? You want me to go first, or?
Yeah, and this is just a sword duel, right? Nothing outside of swordsmanship.
For sure.
Okay.
No like special abilities or anything like that.
Yep. None. Just sword work.
All right. I am going to attempt to run at him, and so I'm just gonna do a nice little overhead strike at him.
All right. He will attempt to parry it more sophisticated than normal.
Okay.
So he needs to roll a 90 for his parry, otherwise it's just a block.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He does actually poorly enough that his block isn't even that effective.
Hmm.
And
Alright.
yeah, you feel like he was, he didn't expect as much, and he goes, "Oh, I see.
You good?
Yeah. I just thought
Alright.
it would be a little weaker than that one."
Oh, come on now. You should know better than that from me by now.
Yeah, because he didn't block it very well, you get to take another action toward them.
I am going to then attempt to I'm going to, since he's still recovering from the block, I'm gonna come down again. Like, can I go down again like slightly harder?
Yeah, just roll me
Same-
strength.
I want to try to aim for the same spot as well
Okay.
on his blade when he goes to block again, if he does. You said strength?
Yeah,
That's a little tough. That's actually pretty good. Hey.
that's good. You hit it really hard. He won't be able to parry this type of roll, so he'll just roll direct strength against it.
His strength's probably better than mine by a decent margin.
Yeah, it won't be a contest though. It'll just be to see if he can block it effectively. So yeah, he blocks it. He doesn't lose his action this time around. You definitely hit the same spot again. You feel like the integrity of his weapon is worse than it could have
Okay.
been. He takes a thrust at you, but it has a lot of impact to it. You get the impression.
Okay. Can I attempt to I'm going to attempt to like sway around it so that it doesn't hit me.
All right, good. Roll agi.
Roll a nice little agi. Oh wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, you're able to get a decent amount, but you definitely get nicked on the side.
All right. I guess I underestimated you as well. Not many people can keep up with my speed. All right. I'm going to attempt to can I like try to maybe move around him really fast to try to get a like side swipe on him?
Yeah, just roll me agi.
Roll agi again. Wow, bad agi rolls.
So yeah, you attempt to go to the side of him, kind of catch him off guard to the side. He's gonna roll his own agi against you. He catches onto it. He circles around you, kind of dodges it pretty clean.
Okay.
He makes for a counter strike because of how well he rolled. It's essentially just gonna be for him like an agi plus advantage kind of thing. So he's gonna get like a 25 extra here.
Okay.
Total. That's what he rolls against you. So you
Fuck.
decide what you want to do.
What can I do that would reasonably work here? Can I like oh, that would be a strength check and I'm not beating that with strength. Oh fuck. Can I I gotta think now. What do I have that could reasonably roll this? So any kind of block is gonna be a strength roll. My strength can't beat that roll. My endurance can't beat that roll. So I have to go for something agi. I will attempt to duck under the sword swing that he is throwing at me.
Okay.
Surely not 3 times in a row, right? Surely not.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, you barely clear it, but it slices like a singular hair. But you do
Okay.
get right underneath it. It can mount an offense.
Okay, so I'm right underneath the sword, correct?
Yeah, as it's swinging. Yeah.
While I'm coming up, can I attempt to like swing towards the same spot of the sword again as I'm coming up since it's still above me?
It's not. It would be a very hard dex roll, but you could try for sure.
I'm gonna try it because it's sauce. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're able to hit that spot on the blade once more. You feel like a really good hit will break it. Otherwise, maybe like 2 hits.
Okay.
Or 1 if it was a bad hit, but plus 5 energy to do the thing. He jumps backwards, and it feels like he's channeling some sort of energy into his weapon, but it's not magical. It's just like martial. And he stabs his weapon into the ground. And then his biceps veins pop, and he kind of uppercuts with it.
Well, that's fucking scary. All right. So my sword is steel, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, how far from me is he?
15 meters is his normal movement, so we'll say that's what it is.
Can I cover that distance and slice at the sword as he's bringing it up and shout a phrase to break the sword?
If your agi is like really high, for sure.
Let's roll agi. It's failed me twice. It's only succeeded once.
Pretty good. Let me
That's
roll
okay.
for kinda. Let me see. You can hit it. It's not quite enough to shatter the weapon unless you pay.
I'm gonna pay for it.
Okay.
Because I have the ability to. Because he brought out a nice little ability. So because that's still my sword style. So that's not me using.
You'll still probably
outside
trade
of
with this attack, but it'll definitely break.
For sure. That's the intent.
Okay.
I'm trying to. I'm Ashton no Joe. So I'm going to like kind of barrel through this attack that's coming up at me out of the ground, and as he lifts his sword up, I've already cleared the distance. I kind of, run through, and as I take this hit, I bring my sword up with one hand from my side, and I scream. What do I scream? Fuck, I gotta say something cool. Let's see. I'm gonna scream, you know what? We'll just keep it simple. Sword of Calamity. As I bring my blade up and cut through his in the same spot one more time. How much damage do I take trading on the hit that he's bringing up?
Yeah, so he shatters blade, gets a slice. The earth-rending attack kind of erupts at you, and the force of the earth coming up as well as like the blade breaking will deal about. Let me roll the damage because it's more fun.
Okay. Can I roll endurance on this as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Re-roll it.
Okay, I'll take that.
Goodies plus 5. 32. You got a low roll. That must be from the
Holy
blade
shit.
breaking.
Yeah, there you go. The universe. The universe has spoken. And I rolled a 67. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get sent back too far as blade shatters. You get the impression he's not gonna like immediately stop the fight after his blade breaks though.
Alright.
So he kind of lunges forward with the pommel of his weapon, like the guard on his sword and the pommel.
Can I attempt to catch it?
Yeah.
What do I have to roll for it?
Probably at the beat of 75 on agility.
Agility? Fuck me. Agility has been beat my ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tough.
It hits you in the chest. Roll me endurance to see if you're out of wind. That's fine. You're
67
not.
twice? Both of my endurance rolls are 67. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can mount an attack. You didn't get stunned from the pommel hit, but it did hurt.
All right. That okay. I'm going to as I'm like recovering, I'm going to throw my blade in the air and catch it like reverse hand. I'm gonna try to hit him with the like dull end of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I gotta do? What do I gotta roll here to get a hit in with the dull end of the blade?
You just gotta beat 65.
65. Just I'm more so meant with stat. Do you want me to roll?
Oh, you just roll strength.
Just strength? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I'm getting my ass beat.
Yeah, you don't quite get it. He like narrowly deflects it with the guard on his weapon. And he
The broken blade is impressive. God damn.
he channels some energy, and you almost feel like a flash of aura in his blade swing, and he kind of swings it. It doesn't feel like it would be that effective though, because it is just like sort of a key wisp along a blade edge, but it's
Can
suitable in
I-
this situation.
Can I respond to this or no?
Yeah. He does
Can
like a
I
diagonal bottom right to top left cut.
Can I deflect this in the opposite direction to form an X slash with the Grand Samurai style thing?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Okay. Well, it's a deflect. So, what stat do you roll for deflecting on him? Because I know he was doing like the parry thing.
It's Dex or Agi.
Dex or Agi? That's Agi?
It can be, if it makes sense. You're only trying to hit a blade out of the air. Yeah, that's fine.
I actually got the Agi roll. So I'm going to spend 5 more Realmic. And I'm going to say crossing blade of chaos as I hit in the opposite direction, forming a X slash barreling towards him.
You send it at him and it lands square on his chest. He can't really block it with this apparatus, so he'll just take it and admit his defeat. He'll throw the weapon to the side and he'll roll an endurance. He rolled pretty bad on it, so he drops to a knee for a second or two and then he gets back up.
I will put the blade. I will take the blade. I will stick it in the ground as a side of my victory, and I will walk up to him and give him a hand.
Yeah, he shakes your hand. And he's like, damn. They don't make them like they used to.
Don't make what like they used to?
Swords.
Oh, yeah. No,
Like
that's
junk.
Yeah, I know. That's why I make my own.
Yeah, that's why you don't really use
Well, I
my
mean,
own,
that
but-
was, using one of theirs, I guess, but generally I make my own.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, it's alright.
Good duel.
Yeah, for sure. I had to hold back a little bit on my instincts because they wanted to catch the sword with my hands.
I wanted to use my embolism field so bad.
Yeah, my martial arts training wanted me to just catch the blade and snap it or something. But I was like, I have to use this thing in my hand, and it's like this
Everything
broken
in my
guard.
body was saying, throw the sword away and wrestle. Everything was saying, command grab. But I couldn't do it.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do an unarmed martial arts match next time.
For sure, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Testosterone is high right now. We're in the
All right, good match. Good match.
for sure.
I am surprised that you were as
Oh my
fast as you
God.
were.
Yeah, his mask breaks.
Oh no. I'm averting my eyes. I'm averting
Alright.
my eyes.
Your eyes. He grabs. You hear him punch a hole through a wall and pull out upholstery or something, and just wraps it around himself like some mummy.
I'm actually so lucky that I rolled a 62 because in my head my check was 60. Okay. All right.
You turn back around. And he's like wrapped in like fabric and chains.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the whole the vanquish stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Nobody saw anything.
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Wonder how the others are doing.
Yeah, so do I.
We move on to the other one.
Yeah, I was letting you use that as a segue. I wasn't.
No, I
didn't
know,
have
I
anything
know.
else to play. Yeah.
We go to we're gonna go to Kiefer and Borach because it'll be a little bit shorter. You guys arrive at the Mosash parlor. Or somewhere nearby, whichever you prefer.
Borach looks to Kuford, pulling out his dream shard
Ah, yeah.
And then he goes, "Hey, Qford,
Yeah.
get a load of this."
Whoa.
And he shows him.
The heck
What
is
do you think
that?
of this?
Uh,
Well, you haven't seen this before.
Not really. I've seen, like, something that looks like it.
Well, let's just say that, I have a feeling if I don't fulfill this, then, I won't really get to see what the gods above see.
That is crazy. I'm quite curious myself.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. Damn it, I have to go around and ask people all the time.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe you would know something, but
I could ask around for you a bit. I think something like this looks like maybe Underworld Tactics or Mercurial might know. I wouldn't show it to them though.
good point. So he puts it away. So, you said who exactly?
Mercurial. He'll be in a couple hours here. Actually, right now, technically as well. He's available in the Undercity on the West End.
That's a walk, huh?
It is quite a walk, but he's the guy to ask when it comes to random questions, but heard some problematic things about him in recent time.
Everyone here is problematic. Doesn't
That's
change
true.
how I move.
You're real for that. Let's see
Alright.
if Glaze was lying about this guy.
Yeah, might as well. My throat is needing another fucking swig.
Yeah, you guys enter in, and he's like, how are you guys?
Shit. Pretty fucking shit.
Well, that's perfect. I got the thing for you. And he goes behind the bar. Goes, 2?
Yeah, and it's on the house. Thanks to our boy Glaze, whatever the fuck his name is. You've heard before, right?
Yeah. Glaze, right?
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is.
No, that's fair.
Take his
That's-
blunt too. I don't need this shit.
Oh. No, yeah, for sure. For this, yeah, you definitely get 2. And he pours up the drinks and he gives them to you guys, no problem. And he tucks the blunt
Thanks.
away in his pocket.
Wow, the kid was in fucking line.
Yeah, might have actually been that blunt to be honest, but he gave it to us, so close enough.
Yeah, whatever works. I always
Yeah.
take the opportunity to get some free shit.
For real. He tests the liquid by putting some powder in it, and then it doesn't turn poisonous, so he knows that it's safe.
Hey, you're gonna have to teach me how to do that.
Yeah,
Had
no
to
problem.
stomach a few poison-filled Al before.
Oh yeah. Oh, that stuff sucks. Here, and he hands you some poison detection powder. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Damn. Feel like I owe you my life. You've been helping me out so much, man.
Nah, we'll pay it back. You know, we're all doing things that are both useful for me and you.
I have a question. You said you were a psycho.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
that is correct.
mind jogging my memory about psychos? I'm just curious what you know.
Yeah, no problem. Psychos come in a variety of colors. They're ascribed to by the chroma key. Sort of a weird thing that Dosha uses from the absence of light in his own world. And the light breaks up into the various psychos. I guess the vanquished are sort of like it's like a big metaphor, I think. It's kind of weird. Dosha's a, lord of darkness and shadows. And then the light he derives from the world becomes both pure light, which I guess are the vanquished, and colors, which are the psycho. And I was born under Psycho Silver, who died a while ago. Well, not the same one I was raised by.
Does that make you feel?
I think it makes me feel kind of like I would like to have known him a bit. But it's fine, honestly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, Qford.
I'm not lying
We're
to you,
here
man.
spilling our guts as best buddies, right?
Yeah. Honestly, my mother was plenty helpful. And the father I did have, as much as he wasn't the best, I at least was able to do what I wanted to do. Which is travel the world,
Right. I guess you got stuck in that fucking hellhole town, or unless.
Yeah, kind of for a while.
Why so?
Well, I was stuck in the Psycho Village for a couple of years because of a situation with my adopted father. And then I was stuck in the Spiritualist for a little bit, on and off, because the problems that were happening with Disley. I kind of owed her a couple, unfortunately.
Oh, I remember that fucking pipsqueak. Voice is annoying.
Yeah. But
I get the sense she's an interesting person.
Oh,
I
for
don't
sure.
know, I just have a hunch.
I would agree. She is pretty interesting. But, I learned to stay in one place a little bit. It's not the worst. Get a couple friends here and there that aren't the worst.
Friends. Ah, brother. Friends.
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's not half bad. I have
Yeah.
to give it to our boy Baze.
Yeah, we'll have to, give him a high five or something, whatever he wants, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He gestures to the masseur, and he goes, how much is a massage here, by the way? He goes, that's 10 gold. You thinking you want to get a massage here, or you want to go? After these drinks.
10 gold. You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
Alright. Both slam down 10 goldaroonies, and you lay down in a chair for a bit, sip on your nice ale or whatever. You get big old massage boosted. You feel rejuvenated by said massage. It heals up your stats if they weren't at max, they're at max. Resources wise. And then it will also give you temporary plus 5 endurance, which I've added to your attribute mods for you.
Nice. Okay. Is there anywhere else we can go, or?
It will like basically get to nighttime, which makes sense, and then you could travel to talk to Mercurial or go out and patrol or something, whatever you'd prefer.
I guess yeah, we can head towards Mercurial.
Okay. You guys will head towards what the heck? You guys will head towards Mercurial as we move to our other 3 characters. Blaze and Iris, as in that's what I meant. Meat Swell. He's at the soup kitchen. He's chefing it up a bit for the various slum dwellers and impoverished
So
folk.
you need to learn from this guy to make food just because your mum told you to.
Well, as long as it's a 4-star chef, yes. But hold up. Let me taste the cooking.
Alright.
And Blaze grabs a bowl and goes over to him.
Hey, thanks a lot on that mission. You helped save a lot of people.
Out of character, this is for the mission that from the session that I missed, right? Like week 2?
Correct. Yeah, you helped
Okay,
him
cool.
and the rescue team save people.
Hey, no problem, man. I hear you're a really good cook. I'd like you to give it a try.
Oh, for sure. And he, he hands you a bowl.
I also donate 5 gold. Not that he probably needs it, but it's just because I know he's running a soup kitchen here.
Yeah,
I wanted to, see him come take it
I'll
from him.
give it
Iris
to the
kinda
guy up
eyes
top.
Your food.
Okay. So. Okay. So I give it a try. I sample it.
Alright, roll int.
Roll int. Okay, let me look at my intelligence. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Oh!
He tastes it, and his immediate reaction is like, it's not that different from like his stew in his own mind.
So I just say, so, what's your secret?
Is it
Hey,
good?
huh? Does Iris take like a piece of it and eat it?
Yeah. Yeah, I offer to Iris first. So.
I'll try some, sure.
Roll int.
Alright.
You can tell that it's quite well made. Like, it's definitely better than most things you've had. It's got like a sweet taste to it, and it has savory, starches in it to kind of give it that earthy tones that he's going for. So it feels like very invigorating in that way. It's good for people who are kind of,
It's very
living and
pleasant.
stuff, and it's cheap to make.
Oh my god, I can't wait to give you guys something and have you guys roll double what you just rolled now. And understand why Grant was mad.
So, Blaze is playing with it, like, lifting it up in the spoon and then, like, dripping it back into the bowl. He's like, so what's your secret?
Huh? I just cook a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. A lot of love.
Do
I
you
don't know.
need any help?
Oh, well, we always take volunteers. It's important to help people out.
Iris kind of winks at Blaze.
He kind of like just points at her while staring at her, kind of like as if to say, "I owe you one," or like smart cookie kind of thing. So he steps behind the counter.
Oh, like right now? Yeah, sure.
Do I need an apron?
Yeah,
Or
of
anything?
course.
You always wear one.
He puts an apron around you and he checks your clothing really quickly, rolls dex on it. He throws you in the back room and he says to shower, actually.
Okay.
Can
You
I
gotta
help
get
as
cleaned
well?
up. You have blood stains and stuff. Grass stains on your clothes. Just throw your clothes over here. I'll get them cleaned by the time you're out.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought you were talking to Iris.
Why would I
just
say
let's
that?
just see if there's any bloodstains on her.
I washed them off.
You have a little tiny bit, but you're not having to chef it up, so it's not that bad.
I'd be willing to help if you need it.
You should be fine. He seems to recant to him, and your clothes become clean.
Oh, beautiful.
Blaze from the shower while the water's running hot. Like, why couldn't you do that for me?
I am doing it for your clothes as well, but yours are deeper.
Is that him? Something you learned, or
Yeah, that's chaos cleaning magic.
chaos cleaning? How did you learn it? Just by curiosity.
Well, I grew up in a bad neighborhood, and I really wanted my clothes to not be too gross because I kept getting bullied for them
Oh, I
by
see.
older people, honestly, and they wouldn't let me cook for any of my friends if I was
Let 'em
gross. So then I would, I learned to clean them really quickly so that I could, wouldn't have to have a house to cook for people.
Oh wow. I guess that's why you're doing what you're doing, so you can help other people feel.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if I meet somebody
Okay.
nice, that's good too, but I need to help people out.
That's a very nice attitude. My little sister does that too. She's got a good attitude on helping others.
Well, that's good. It's good to help people as much as you can, especially ones that can't help themselves.
She definitely inspires me.
Well, that's great. Alright, Blaze. Your stuff's all clean out here. I won't look. He shuts the door behind him.
Blaze steps out of the shower, steam coming off his body. He's like, finally. He gets the clothes on.
He walks out, and he's
How's
still
off?
kind of like dripping, and then Swell pushes him back in a little bit, and he casts the spell to dry you off. He goes, if I didn't know better, you're worse than my orphans at making sure they're dry.
Listen. I appreciate everything you're doing here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was longer. Yeah, thanks, man.
I did as well, actually. I'll be waiting for some more.
I thought there was more to this.
Hey, I appreciate you. Like, oh, okay.
Word.
All
Listen,
right.
my dad wasn't always around to teach me some of these basic things, so
Oh, like,
Well,
that's kind of sad.
he's a good guy. He's just busy.
okay. Well, I didn't have parents to
dad
teach
works a
me
lot.
either. To be fair.
Yeah, like
I was
Grant
just kind
saying,
of
you're like hella weak as shit right now. It's echoing in his head.
listen, I'm still young. I'm learning.
You're older than me.
Wait, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm like 23.
I'm 23.
You're both 23. Oh. I think I got 100 years on you.
Huh?
You don't look a day over
Blaze-
20.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Blaze starts just patting her shoulders and like
what?
checking her face. Like, what? Huh?
Why are you doing that?
Squishing her face and stuff. Like, huh?
You cannot tell any time.
Are you sure?
I've seen people go over 100 before. They don't look like you.
Mm, I'll take that as a compliment.
I like the, huh. Huh.
Alright, well, let's get to this. We can't let the lines get too long. Roll me your
course.
dex int, mister.
I got this. Dex int.
Oh.
You are capable of making the soup at a similar but worse level. But most people won't recognize that it is sufficiently worse. And you deal it out to people as much as possible, and they greet you with their smiles and warm happiness of getting food in their bellies and not starving to death. You feel a sense
While
of
we're passing out the
niceness.
soup,
Yeah.
do you mind if like Iris kind of pokes around for information about the underground marauder bases that they were unable to find?
As in
Like,
with
just
the people in the slums or with Swell?
Yeah, just like in general to see if anyone's
no problem.
seen anybody moving around or.
Roll Dex Int in the sense that you picking out people who you think might know a little bit more, and then Int for, you know, if you can kind of say the right things.
Sure, Dex Int.
Yeah, you do gander that somebody here low-key knows some weird thing that's happening in the slums. You get the impression that
Okay.
it's right here, and that they've seen one or two people that are not Thane thralls, but people they don't recognize to be part of the slums, dressed in slum attire, kinda like dragging large sacks of something down into a well.
Oh, well, thank you. That does sound concerning.
I agree. I thought he would be poisoning our water, so I went over and checked, but it was hollow.
Oh. Well, I mean, thanks. I can always try and check it out for you if you'd like.
Thank you. That'd be nice. Ooh, soup. Eats it and moves along to his table to eat it. And, roll me Dex Int again, Mr. Blazington.
Dex.
Dex
Oh.
Int. The second time, not so well. You spill something in the soup that wasn't supposed to be there, and Swell's like, whoa, man! And he casts magic and cleanses the stew of the things, and you see he has some weird magic that lets him separate it back to its ingredients. And he places them into
question.
bowls for you, and he goes, remake it. Yeah, what's up?
That's actually what I was going to ask. How would we remake this if we make a mistake like that?
If you didn't use the magic, or
Yeah, if we didn't have the magic.
you'd throw it away, probably, but to not waste it, I suppose you would just offer it with some bread, and then fix the salt and sugar levels to kind of correlate, as long as you didn't put something really bad.
Iris' eyes blaze.
I guess Blaze quickly writes that down.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
salt,
You're,
sugar.
are you
Yes?
perhaps a sigilist?
Yes.
Well, then you could maybe do something with the tag that
Oh.
could do it. I would say disassemble, reform, contain would work.
She starts writing it down in her own text.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
That
So
can
does
also
Blaze have
be
to
useful
roll?
for taking poisons out of things.
Mmm.
Should Blaze roll again?
Yes. Wow, you're much better that time. Yeah, just don't drop those things in there next time. I know it's really hard to cut the onions and stuff, but you gotta be careful.
No, thanks for calling me out. It's sometimes I just sort of bump into stuff, so I appreciate
No,
it.
it's okay, you know. We all learn things, and I know you got a steady hand, so I'm sure it's just the nerves, you know, you haven't done a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. To be honest, my mom asked me to learn from a 4-star chef, and by the end of the week, learn how to cook chicken cordon bleu. Bleu. Sorry, bleu.
Bleh. Like bleh.
Chicken cordon bleu.
I don't think my bleh. Bleh. I can't say it.
Bleu.
Bitch. Cordon bleu. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, I guess I could help out, but you're gonna have to come to the orphanage or something occasionally and look after some of the kids while I teach you.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. That's no problem
Alright.
with me.
He hands you this weird bronze tag. And
Bronze tag.
A tag? It's like
it's
a tag?
it's like a metallic tag, kinda. It's not that big though. And he says, Chiranka Testa, and it wraps around your neck with a necklace.
Ooh.
You recognize
like,
that as ancient magic, Iris.
Ancient magic. Ooh.
So I'm guessing I'm not committed to the promise that I've made, and if I break it, some bad stuff will happen.
No, the tag's to help you into the religious district.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seems like you have PTSD about some promises or something, man.
Yeah.
It's
Tell me
okay.
about
I mean,
it.
it's
you
it's
don't, you don't know
healthy.
my parents by chance, do you?
Nope, not really.
Okay, good. Should I be adding this to my inventory?
No,
Okay.
I just
Um,
will know that you can enter the place with no problem.
Well, I'm really grateful that you're inviting me in to learn about this stuff, but I also don't want to take Iris away from any of the things she needs to do. Is there anything that you need to look into right now?
Actually, Swell,
Yeah.
do you
what
happen to know anything about the Misty Woods by chance?
Misty Woods. I've thought about it once because I was curious if there'd be ingredients there that aren't around here. But I
Yeah.
don't actually know much about it. I've heard a little bit from when I was young about how old man Thomas in the village I grew up with he kind of knew a little bit about the guy who made something about it.
I don't suppose it's like just made an object about it, like maybe a rock or crystal.
That would have to do with Thomas's best friend. Probably. There's an inventor who works in gems, and Thomas is kind of the big guy when it comes to the trains. But he works with a guy.
Thomas and trains.
Yeah.
That's. So where did you grow up by chance, if you don't mind? Just here, or?
Oh, I grew up in between here and the Chaos region. Or the Inventor realm. So in the Chaos region between these. On the plains with various monsters. At first they were really scary, but eventually they weren't that scary. I never really learned to fight, but I did learn to deal with them in other ways, I guess. He ruffles through his pockets and he finds like a little marble. And he's like, yeah, like these. And he gives you one.
Oh.
Next time you find a monster and you're like, oh no, that you throw that thing at him.
Oh my god, it's
Sorry.
Pokemon.
I throw this and I catch it?
No, it doesn't. Well, maybe. Not really. That's
So
called
wait,
a
what do I
marimba
do with-
marble.
A marimba marble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Well, if you don't, I mean, if you need more
I make
help
them.
at
I make them for the
orphanage-
little kids, so that if somebody dangerous gets near them, they can use their slingshots.
I see. That's very smart.
Yep. So if you just don't throw it really hard on your friends, but you can.
Yes. No.
As long as you don't hit them with it really hard, it won't activate. But I'm sure you can throw them pretty fast.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what's up?
Did you need any help? More help? Because if not, I do think I'm going to investigate a little situation just north of here.
Oh, no, of course. You're free to go. I have to head back to the orphanage soon anyway.
Of course. Well, thank you for letting me help you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. We're just wrapping up here. Blaze, help me pack up, and if you want to help the orphanage, we can keep doing this. But if you have some business plans, you can go and do those, and we can meet up tomorrow or something.
I mean, I can keep helping out for now. I don't think there's much else I need to do until a couple days from now.
Okay. Well, then you can come with me over here to the religious district if you'd like.
For sure. Iris, are you taking along? Or are you gonna investigate?
I'm gonna go investigate, but see you tomorrow night for the thing that might happen.
Huh? I thought it was 2 days from now.
No, that's when the train's being fixed.
Oh.
I think it's tomorrow.
The night
sure,
of the
just
5th,
come
yeah.
find me, I guess.
Alright. Good luck.
Yeah, pats you on the shoulder.
Okay.
She's so
Pat you
much.
back.
She's so much better than me in public. Because in public, I'd be like, "Hey, you ready to fucking kill the guys that are gonna come attack the entire capital tomorrow?" I just said that. And she's like, "Yeah, the thing tomorrow."
Yeah, don't you remember?
Inconspicuous. Doesn't set off any alarms.
the thing.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
much better than me.
Blaze heads over towards the religious district with Swell, and as Iris kind of, walks up, Grant kind of notices.
Oh shit.
Good evening.
Oh god.
You look...
Oh. Wait, is
Um,
that? Okay, good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just got done training.
Ah. Well, I mean, I was going to investigate something about possibly the Marauders if you're interested.
Sure. Where's everybody else at?
Well, Blaze has gone to the orphanage, and Borach went to, I think, a massage area with, like, alcohol.
They do what down there?
You
That's
know.
crazy.
Full service.
Anyway. Wow. That's, Didn't take Borach to be the type. Anyways, yeah.
I think he's really there for the alcohol.
Probably. But yeah, we can go check, I guess. I got nothing better to do. Well, I mean, I just got done training. I'm kind of gassed right now, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. We can go.
I'm gonna try and be stealthy, so it shouldn't be too much
Oh,
sweat
stealth
and
is easy.
effort.
I immediately cast embolism around us to silence all our footsteps.
Oh,
Alright.
oh, that's so amazing.
It improves stealth.
All right. Yeah.
That's very
stealth's-
impressive, Grant.
I feel like there's a lot cooler stuff I can do. That's kind of like built in. Comes with the whole
Yeah, but
embolism
don't
thing.
sell your skills short. This is great.
Like, there's a lot of stuff I can do. The embolism stuff's not the stuff I'm proud of.
All right.
Anybody can do that. Well, anybody born an embolist can do that.
Fair.
Like 60% of the Chaos region's population, I guess, not the world's population. But yes, you eventually arrive at this odd well.
Ottawa?
What's down? So we gotta like jump down there or something? They're gonna base it down there?
Well, I don't think we need to jump down there. I have something we could use instead. I'm gonna pull out one of my dolls. It's got like little button eyes and stringy hair. I slap a tag on it.
Sure. What's a doll gonna do?
Oh, it's kind of like
a little spy, you could say.
Okay, that works. That's resourceful. That's resourceful.
Oh, thank you. I just dropped the doll down the little well.
Dude, that's so fucking creepy. What's her? Okay. All right. Do you
So
even
it's
know
one
what
of
we're
my
looking for?
Not exactly, but I'm sure we'll find something here.
What tags are on the stall?
Sight, mobility, which is for flight, and then hearing.
Okay.
Just to animate it.
Yeah, I feel like, does it not have one more slot? Am I crazy?
It might. Maybe.
You're at 5, so you could get one more on it.
Okay, sure. I'll probably. It's useful for speech.
Yeah.
For both of them, really.
That one has speech, but you can add hearing to the top one, I guess, because it didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. You drop it down.
Yeah, I'm using the Hermes one, the one that can fly, so it doesn't just flop on the ground.
Yep. Okay, let me roll this with the plus and thing. Boom. It is very dark and has no illuminating source. So you notice as it flies down and you're sharing its like hearing and its sight that you can't see, or you can hear a little bit, but you can't see anything. So you bring it up to the top of the well, noticing that it would be useless without something to make it light up.
I need something to kind of light down there, because I don't really have anything on me.
I mean, I could, hold on a second.
Sure.
Is there anything around here that I can use for, like, crafting shit?
There's probably various pieces of wood and stuff in dilapidated buildings.
Okay, well, I don't want to give this doll a torch because it could set on fire. That's kind of the issue. But could I maybe use my crafting kit and some nearby materials to make like a makeshift lantern type deal?
A good point. I will allow a makeshift lantern if you can roll above a 70 on a dex int check.
Dex int?
Correct.
Above 70.
It shouldn't be too impossible. There you go. Rolled it naturally higher. Yeah, so you craft enough to make a good lantern instead of just a stick with like some film to create a light.
Okay. And I would get rid of my craft kits for that.
You don't need to use that for this.
Oh, I don't?
No. There's plenty of stuff in the area that could have that.
Nice.
Yeah, you craft it, you hand the lantern to the doll, and it can hold...
It like lifts its arm really like stiffly and just kind of wraps it around, like very fabric-y.
Yeah. And it descends downward this time. Roll me your dex check again. This time with an extra plus 20.
Mine?
Yes.
With an extra plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got what I rolled. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was my bad. The doll's natural is 20, so it's by an extra 5, so it's 83 or 82.
Okay.
Sorry. So yeah, 82. It goes down. You see that there is a tunnel, but it actually requires another mechanism to lower the water level even further. That's probably above the well, or like on the ground you're at, not in the well.
So there should be something around here to kind of lower the water and get us inside.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is a well.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any
Didn't know if it
like
was,
buildings?
A throw off or something.
Any buildings nearby, like a little shed or something?
The No.
Or is there just like a crank on the well, maybe?
There's a crank on the well, and there's various like tools nearby, boards on next to stone walls, that type of thing.
Okay. Can I try moving the crank?
You can, yeah. It does seem to operate the well as per usual, where it moves the rope, but it doesn't seem to feel like it has anything to do with the function. Like, they probably don't want to accidentally open up the tunnel to anybody trying to pull water.
Right. Okay. Well.
Maybe behind those boards?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna move the boards.
Move the boards. There's a stone wall. You can roll dex. If you have any bonuses for anything hidden, you can use those as well. Otherwise, World Traveler is allowed.
World Traveler is allowed.
Yeah.
So, Dex plus World Traveler.
Correct.
Okay. Wow.
Do you want to check, Iris?
Sure. What am I rolling?
Dex.
Dex.
Oh, okay. That's not the greatest.
Sure. But
Oh!
if you roll 98, though, it doesn't really matter.
I needed that. I had the worst roll of my fucking life.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
you know, he lifts the board and he starts like messing with the stonework, and you realize that there's a stone really like high up, actually, like right behind his hand, so that's why you couldn't tell. And you press against it, and you feel like it's a button, kinda. So you push it all the way in, and you hear like a spring type mechanism in the wall go off.
There we go.
What are the odds that opened a door that could let water in that would wash away the doll?
Oh, I think my doll would probably fly back up. She kind of looks back down.
It can fly?
Yeah, I can fly. At least this one can. I call them Hermes.
Really?
Yeah. And then I
Flying
have
doll.
2 other ones in here. She looks in her bag. But they're just for walking. She pulls out one that has like a little apron on. I made this one on the train before, it exploded. And she puts it back in her bag.
Interesting. What else can they do? Because now I'm kind of curious.
Well, they can see things. They can report back to me. They're very unnoticeable. I can put bombs on them, and they're basically walking explosives. I could probably do a few things with them.
That sounds like you spoke from experience with the explosion thing, I'm assuming.
Oh yes, I tried that actually just yesterday.
I see.
It was great.
Okay.
But my little sister won't think so, because they're kind of hers.
Why would you use somebody else's doll?
Well, I make them for her, so, it's only fair.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, interesting. You see him bring out like a detective notepad.
What are you gonna... Are you taking notes on me?
I take notes on lots of things. I do a little bit of investigative work, and anything I find interesting or worth investigating, I write it down.
Oh, you don't happen to investigate, like... Do you know anything about, maybe some psychos stuck in the Misty Woods?
Psycho stuck in the Misty Woods. Would I know anything about a psycho stuck in the Misty Woods? I got
Well,
World Traveler.
In World Traveler, you need over 120.
In World Traveler? That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's
not. You've heard of the Misty Woods, obviously. You've even perused the border at one point in time, but people specifically that are in it, not really.
Nobody's ever come to me about anything about somebody trapped in the Misty Woods. You'd have to be kind of a dumbass to get stuck in there.
Right.
Let's see. So, let me just write this down real quick.
Sure. I'll check on my door.
For everybody wondering, he's writing. I think she's insane and has an imaginary little sister.
Real. Your doll goes down the well, enters a tunnel, and you get the opinion that this tunnel would normally light up in some way, but obviously as this doll is flying through and it is an organic, not living creature, it doesn't detect it. Proceeds forward, eventually getting to a place where it sort of opens up, and there's some sparring looking room, and as it kind of gets in that room, it notices that people are here in some way, and it shuffles back and gets back to you before being noticed.
Okay. So there are definitely people down there, and a sparring room? Like a training area?
Well, we are silent right now.
True.
We could go down there and investigate up close, because if there's people in there already like preparing, you know, let's say we diminish their forces a little bit before they try to attack.
I'm down for that.
All right. This will be an easy job. Oh, Nylan, I forgot to ask. Did I roll well enough to get swordsmanship plus? From the thing. The training.
One moment.
Because if so, that'll make this really cool.
Barely.
Woo! Shit!
Real time. Oh my god, I'm the goat. Oh my god, I'm the goat. All right, I know it's not written on my sheet, but I know what it does. It probably costs a little extra, right?
Yeah,
So since it normally costs 5, it would cost 10 to do the thing.
correct.
Okay. Do I get 3 regions because this is next part of the day or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we can jump down.
Alright, then I'll probably use the rope.
Oh yeah, I guess. That's true. I guess just straight jumping down might would hurt.
Might.
Well, I mean, I guess I could give us like a feather falling thing down, I guess, if you want. Make us lighter so it, you know, we just make it down without it hurting.
That would be great, thank you. I have something similar.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh my god, I just did math in my head without thinking about it. What kind of freak am I turning into? Okay, so I will recast my embolism to lighten us so we fall down the thing.
Yep, no problem.
And technically our footsteps would be lighter, so we're still not silent, but it would be easier, and then I reactivate the silence footsteps thing.
Yep, no problem. As you walk into the hall from the well, it does trigger the lights, so you do know that it detects not through noise or anything, but by probably presence of living beings.
Ooh, okay.
She kind of
So-
looks at Grant and pulls out her doll, smiling.
Well, you know, if you got an
Yeah?
idea,
I mean, I
Go
could
for
always
it.
do that explosion thing I was talking about.
well, I just don't know if it goes deeper past what you saw. Because
Right, it
doing an
probably
explosion
does.
could alert more people, and then, but I mean, they're probably already alerted by the fact the lights turned on. So, I mean, can you
True.
chuck that shit like a grenade? Throw it in there, just let it work.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that with my tag as well, I think.
Honestly, hold on. Can I apply a Grand Slammer plus effect to this by throwing it?
Sure.
Can I? Alright, so what I want to do is I want to take the thing and then I want to take the doll. I'm going to be like, hey, are you fine with letting me do this? Actually, I have an idea.
Yeah, of course. Do you want me?
Okay.
I have to put the bomb on it.
Yeah, put the bomb on it and then we can. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll give one of my dolls to Grant and then put like my tag and kind of the explosive tag on its belly and just kind of whisper something and it starts to kind of glow a hue of orange. All right, it's ready to go.
I look at its eyes as I grab it and it starts freaking me out. Okay. All right. So my idea is when I throw it, I want to apply like an AoE silencing effect so that the explosion makes no sound.
That is incredible. I'm writing this down to try and put it on my tags.
Am I allowed to do that, Nylan?
Definitely the
Throwing it.
initial like explosion would, but like the stuff it causes to collapse won't be silent.
That's probably the best we're gonna get down here anyways, to be honest. So yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'm going to pay my 10. And I'm going to take it, and I'm going to, as I toss it, I'm gonna like I'm gonna throw it in the air first and start swinging it around on an invisible chain, freaking her out. She's like, how does that even work? I start swinging it around like a flail, and I say, what'll I say? Man. Oh. All right. Silencing Soul of Calamity toss, and I throw it in, like a off the chain, quote unquote.
Okay. Yeah.
And my throw distance is 45. I imagine that room is probably like 45 meters away, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So yeah, I yossed that bitch in. Oh wow. That roll's probably bad. Ooh, that roll's probably good.
I'll give
That
it
roll's
a couple
probably also
seconds
good.
too, before as it like I'll give it a couple seconds and then it explode. I'm just picturing them like the doll rolls in like super speed and then just explodes. They're all staring at it like what, and then.
Yep. It rolls in at a high speed. It blows up around here. Is it gonna let me here-ish? It seems to have hit 3 people based off hit markers like Call of Duty, but not really.
I hear them in my head. I am.
Yeah, it's like that.
We keep hearing them. Yeah, we keep hearing them. Where's that sound coming from?
Yeah, here's some audible groaning from afar as the enemies take damage. They're probably... 2 of them are probably decommissioned. One of them probably got away without much damage.
Okay.
Probably further down the tunnel here on this left tunnel.
Let's, slowly start walking in while we're silent. Got the silence field around us.
All right. Let's see.
Let's go ahead and creep in.
All right.
All right, you creep in.
Hmm.
You look around. You see a lot of collapsed rubble in front of, but not fully blocking this tunnel, and on top of two people. They are not deceased, but rather incapable of getting out of the rubble after taking the damage for right this second.
All right. Well, I got words for these two later, so here's what we're gonna do for now. I'm going to go over to them while they're under the rubble.
Mhm.
And can I put my cuffs on both of them that I have in my inventory?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. It says I have to do a dex check, but since they're under rubble, do I have to?
On one of them.
Okay. So dex checking 10.
Mostly because his arms are also under the rubble.
Oh, that's bad.
You will need to roll strength to let him out a certain amount if you want to reattempt it, or you can knock him out or whatever you.
Man, you know, the universe is saying that this guy doesn't want to be in the cuffs. So, you know, that's a really, you know, I commend it. I commend your resilience, your willpower, but hold this fucker, and I punch him in the head.
Punch him in the head. All right.
To knock him out.
He is knocked out.
And then I put him back in cuffs. Yeah, well, when he's trapped under, like 4 wooden beams we just brought down with a bomb.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a little hard to move.
Yeah.
And I'll cuff him up, and I'll look at the other guy. I'll be like, "Hey, look, we don't necessarily intend on killing you guys, but we will have questions for you. So y'all stay there. You're already trapped under rubble, but if you somehow manage to escape, you're still cuffed. So, you know, well, hey, hang tight. We will be back. We will be back. Promise you that.
Probably.
Oh, guaranteed. I'll be back at least.
Perfect. I'll come with you. It's all right.
Okay.
Do you proceed down the left tunnel or the right?
This is the part where they would say to split up.
I have 2 more dolls.
So you mean to tell me we could just send the dolls down the hallways and determine which one is safer?
Sure.
Shit, why not? Let's find the one where the rest of the guys are at. Go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna animate one of my walking ones, and my flying one.
You know, now that I think about it, we kind of just had the illusion of stealth. It ended up not being really being stealthy, in all honesty.
That's a really good point.
You just wanted to throw another bomb, didn't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
I just picture my enemies and then smile, and then I send the dolls down the different paths.
He pulls out the notepad again. He writes, "She's so fucking cool."
Make sure to pay your mental costs, Maggie, for like your explosion tags and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been paying my Rolex. Trust me, my Rolex is it's down there. It's at 40 something.
Would the last one be my quick deployment then?
No, you pay the tag cost. You see the tag has a cost.
Yes, 5, right?
Yep.
And it's not in a color, so I assume that's AP.
No.
What is it for?
It's mental.
Oh, thank you. Then yes,
No
I
problem.
will.
I can funny color coordinate. No problem. There you go.
Thanks, sorry.
Ah, that's not a problem at all. Animating is 0.
Yes.
Telegram. Let me decide on these one. Pasting these, but they're not real. Okay. That's fine. Depends. Okay. That will do.
Perfect. So one of them just like kind of floats down the hall. The other one like marches back and forth with stiff arms.
Yeah. I will roll those. D100 plus 20. Does either of them have a lantern, or do you want them to not be lit?
I think the one I send, probably the flying one will have the lantern. So the walking one will go left and the flying one will go right. Just from what I'm visualing.
The flying one notices that there is a manticore in this tunnel. It is level 35.
Oh, well, there's a monster down that way. Very dangerous.
35?
The one on the left tunnel is like there's prisoners.
Oh, there's people trapped actually down the left tunnel. I'll call back my 2 dolls.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else they needed to see.
So you said there's a giant monster in that right room, right?
Yeah.
Meaning if I killed that, I could send it back to the guild hall for points for my sword.
I mean, yeah, but
I look down at the guy that's still awake on the ground.
Looks kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go if you want to.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I'm not necessarily gonna say anything. Alright. So, I'm sure you and me are kind of in the same boat. We're just doing jobs for people to tell us what to do. So I'm just gonna tell you what I got a question about.
Yeah.
You've got big ass monster in that room down there.
Yeah.
Do you know its weaknesses? To be fair, this is actually I'll be entirely honest with you. Cause this is a question that doesn't really matter. We don't have to go do anything about that monster. But I kinda want to. But if you could tell me what its weaknesses are, that'd be really helpful. And also, I could maybe see to it that should we take you in anywhere or, so on and so forth, that I could just make that not happen or give you money or whatever.
Okay. The manticores are weak to dragons.
Weak to dragons? Okay.
They resist everything physical.
Okay.
Except maybe choking them with the strength of Hercules or something.
Choking them with the strength of Hercules, huh? Yeah,
but
that's
yeah, they're that way. They're weak to certain elements, I think. Don't know what they are.
That makes sense. That's fine. You just work with the thing. Yeah.
And it's supposed to be sacrificed.
Sacrificed?
Yeah.
Oh. To explode some kind of bomb, maybe?
Don't think so.
Okay, so it's not
sacrificed
ritual.
Where you guys have demonic ritual totem thing.
Yeah, one of the elites is supposed to come tomorrow. And the people in the room and the manticore are supposed to be like some part of some 2-part ritual thing.
Oh.
And then it's supposed to create a calamity.
I like the idea of freeing it then.
Well, you can free all of them, I suppose. You just need somebody to tame the manticore long enough to get it out of the well. That seems harder because it doesn't fit.
That does seem harder.
Isn't Borach a psycho?
I was thinking the same thing.
A psycho.
But what if he's not one of those types that tames monsters?
Would Iris remember if, like, he mentioned anything about his type?
Yeah, you know
Talking
he's
about his
orange and
father?
he's far from beast taming.
Oh, don't
How about
think he is.
How about the hot one?
Oh yeah, Qford. I don't know much about him, honestly.
Because if he could tame beasts, then we could go get him. Well, yeah, we could go get him.
I mean, if you want to go ask him, I can free the people on the left for now.
I mean, we can deal with that later. Let's go deal with the people. That feels more.
Alright.
The Manticore is something I'm more personally interested in. I guess technically the thing that is better to do is to deal with the people. So
okay.
Sorry, you're still trapped on the rubble, boss.
Yeah, as we go in the tunnel, I think Iris is gonna step on the people in the rubble.
Oh.
She's mad that they were gonna kill. She's mad that they were gonna sacrifice these people.
Oh. Yeah.
Don't mind me.
You go to this tunnel and you see two prisoners of unusual
Oh.
racial traits.
All right.
And hello, who might you two be?
This is my brother. My head hurts. I don't recall our names.
Oh.
I think they did something. Is this?
Can you turn around? I just need to see if there's any symbols on you or anything.
Oh, for sure. Go for it. Roll
Is
dex.
there anything on them? Sorry?
Roll dexterity.
So
man.
how long do they look like they've been down here for?
About 3 days.
Yes!
Okay. Next question. Are they hot?
One has the ability to be hot, the other one doesn't.
Okay. I will roll 1d100. Nope.
It's dark in here. He looks gross because he hasn't bathed for 3 days. And the other one is
Yeah.
16 years old.
Oh, okay. Did not know that. Should have said that beforehand, so I wouldn't ask the question.
That's why I said the other one
Bad.
can't be.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
I did get a 113 for my
You
dex.
did.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
You notice they are definitely not afflicted in that way. The only thing that seems to be affecting them in some bizarre way is their, like, things detaining them. Their leg cuffs, their choker, and their arm cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have, like, some, like, magic imbuement, but you don't think it's what's causing their memory loss.
Alright. So all
So
we gotta
there's-
do is
Yeah.
free them,
Something
right?
weird about that. But there's something weird about their chains. They're definitely magical of some sort.
Can they be cut?
Can I assume that?
The chains are easy to cut. The shackles are, like, wouldn't break, though, and those have the enchantment.
Mm.
So, like, you could walk them out with the shackles still on them, and they could move, potentially. The leg ones would be kind of annoying. But you could carry them out, for example, after you snap the chains. But the actual shackles are weird.
I could also put the flight tags on them.
That's possible, too. Yeah, you could fly them out. But, yeah, they would be
Okay.
shackled.
Next question. Do you believe that these shackles could be broken by maybe, I don't know. You think I could rip them off?
I don't know about that. But you are very strong, so...
Yeah, without an int check, you don't know what the enchantment is, so it's hard to say.
Can I do an int check?
Nope, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can.
You got it.
Oh,
You got it.
So help
You got
me.
it.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
You know it is a physical immunity.
Oh, it's
Enchantment.
physical immunity, so you're not gonna be
Oh,
able
so
to
no
do that.
slicing, no ripping.
I
No
wonder
breaking.
if I could...
Not fun.
Yeah, you
can
could either
I use
wear
my-
out the curse, because technically it can't be immune forever, but it might take a very, very, very long time, because it's supposed to prevent the person shackled from just slamming it into the ground over and over again.
Yeah, I do have I have two disabled tags.
that would like that I wrote to disrupt conditions and things like that.
Wait.
Would that work?
Wait.
Hmm?
Can you tell if it's ancient magic or not?
It's not ancient, it's chaos.
It's
Chaos magic.
Yeah.
We can tell that for a fact.
Yeah. Her intelligence
Can I
check was good enough.
Can I make my field disable chaotic enchantments?
Ooh.
Not like fully, because they're like complicated in nature. Like you could
and
be
I only
like,
have the
there's no
first-
words here, and then like only the symbols would work, which is a weaker enchantment, but it would still be active.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah.
If Grant casts that and I put the disabled tags on them while they're weak, will that work or be better?
Disable tags will kind of just work, to be honest.
Bet. Go for it.
Oh,
But
okay.
there is quite a few. There's 3 per person.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to quickly write some of these with
Okay.
my skill. Quick rewrite.
Well, while you do that, is there like any are they like behind bars or anything connected to like a chain or something?
They're in the same cell. There's a door, but the door is like, you could just kick it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick that bitch in.
Yeah, you kick the door in and it just breaks off the latch and it pushes in.
Damn, they had you guys locked in here in some bullshit. What's this? Seriously?
Yeah, I assume they felt like the shackles would be enough, I think.
That makes sense.
All right. I have them ready.
Can I
I'm
dex check?
going to be pretty tired after
Yeah.
this.
For what? You're just looking around for things? See if there's
I'm looking around to see the guy that got away.
Okay.
So now I'll do that. All right.
90.
So, sorry, you're looking for something specific, which is the guy who got away. Like
The guy who got away from the explosion in the other room.
Oh, yeah. You think he's in this panic room like thing?
Okay. Hey, you two. You know how you seen people go in that room that much? Is it easy to get into?
They respond with nods that there's definitely a person who went through here. Easy to get in. No, not really. It's like a... You would... Yeah, it's pretty tough. Because the door, like, interlocking system that it's locked in is like, really obnoxious. And the tunnel would collapse before the door would.
Can I not attempt to... Is it too complex to attempt to pick?
It's not pickable because it's just a sheet of reinforced platinum.
Gotcha, and that's why even if I managed to cut through it, it would destroy the whole...
Yeah, and
Okay.
and the whole thing is surrounded by it, so it's a box.
Yeah.
It just slides open when something is applied, usually like a enchantment or something, and then the person enters, and then it slides closed.
Well, I gotta find a way to deal with that room, the guy in there, because
Alright.
I can't have him. Ooh! Can I call the memories of my homeboy up that I got from Azin to tell me how to get through this efficiently?
Yeah. From Egad Einsteinian.
Egad Einsteinington the third.
Yeah,
You mind if I call my nigga up?
yeah, you can do that.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up to the whole like reinforced door, and I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna start getting real inquisitive. I'm gonna take the thinker pose. I'm gonna stare at it. You're gonna hear lots of I start writing some shit down in the detective notebook. I look at it again.
I start like nibbling my pencil.
And then you see me tap my finger to my head, my index finger. And I close my eyes. Jimmy Neutron brain blast goes on in my head as I visit this man in my mind and take away the 20 Roleplay that it would cost. And I will attempt to call forth the memories of science from Egad Einsteinington III, Nylan.
Ooh.
All right. You know this panic room is probably made by an inventor. The spell that's casted on it is a rudimentary, albeit high level, chaos magnetic type spell. You know that sorcery could crack it really easily.
Okay.
And that you would need a tier 3 embolism aura to start cracking it. From pure physical might, it would probably not be doable, but it would be very easy to get somebody in here, whether it be Haim or her, who could disable it enough to enter it.
Interesting. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna slap these tags onto the chains for them. And
Because sorcery was happy with you the last time you dealt with the Marauder situation.
True.
So it would.
This is true. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna leverage. I'm gonna find her and hit her up and say, like, you know the guys that put your people into. Yeah, don't worry, I got a whole thing. Let Maggie cook right quick. I start writing this down in my detective notepad that I brought up.
Alright, what
I'm
up?
gonna just throw the tags on their chains.
Alright, you see them, deactivate and they kind of just break off. And they rub their wrists, and their memory definitely doesn't come back to them. It's concluded that is correct, but they stand up. You notice that one of them is quite... They're both kind of tall, I suppose, for what they would be, but one of them is like marginally taller than the other one. The 16-year-old is like 6'1", and the older brother is like 12'4".
Good God.
You guys are quite tall. I don't think I've ever seen people as tall as you before.
Yeah, he's definitely bizarre. He does have some, like, demi-human DNA.
Can I check to see if he's an experiment?
Yeah, you could. You would also probably need to look at his body. It's going to be like a dex.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna be like, "You guys mind if I look around and see if they did any weird, like, anything weird, just for a second?"
No, it's fine.
That's a good point.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll dex. See, this is where the training with Azen comes in handy now. 44. My dex roll was bad.
You're going to have to roll against being flustered too, because if you want to re-roll that, you're gonna have to take his shirt off.
Well, I wasn't attracted to him, but...
Yeah, but I mean,
Maybe
if you cover his face up and then you just pull a shirt off, I don't know. You might have some abs.
Yeah, but Grant's not easily swaying. That's one thing I'll tell you. He makes his mind on something and that's consistent. But I'll agree with you. I gotta re-roll it. You're right. I gotta re-roll with disadvantage. So what is it?
It'll be mostly dex. Are you talking about
Dex?
the... Yeah.
You said that I was gonna have some kind of disadvantage on it.
Yeah. Probably just like -5.
Okay. Boom.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Eye on the prize. You're not paying attention to that.
Because I told you I don't like this guy.
Exactly. You do see a lot of scarring, but you don't think it's through like injections or anything, but rather claw marks. You get the opinion that he was probably transformed into a sacred king, which is a type of species in the spiritualist realm. It's essentially like a Fenrir scaled monster. Like a Fenrir level power scaling wise.
Either natural. So do I think he naturally was one and they turned him into a person, or other way around?
He was maybe raised by one. Is the only thing that makes sense for why his brother and him would be that way. Because if it was just him, he could have been chosen as a warrior, but he doesn't remember. But for his brother to be that way too seems bizarre. So it'd make more sense that they're both raised by the Spirit King.
Okay. Alright.
But your roll is very good, so you definitely know it's a Fenrir specifically. Like
okay.
a Spirit King Fenrir.
Spirit King Fenrir, huh? So Spirit King Fenrir class monster. Alright. Interesting. I don't really understand how they'd capture two people like you, from what I can tell.
What do you mean?
Well, these are monster sons.
Monster sons?
Yeah, specifically they are Spirit King Fenrir's sons. So, yeah, big ol' wolf monster guy.
Oh.
That exists in, down there with you just came from the spiritualist district, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he stays down there.
And he's not in charge of anything, is he? Like
he's the Spirit King.
Oh, okay. So he's
one of 5 Spirit Kings, which are the strongest monsters of their type. So K9 would be his.
Yeah, giant wolf guy.
Okay.
Like 100-foot tall wolf.
So the fact that they captured these two means. Let me write down the possibilities. So if I'm thinking out loud, sorry, I know you guys are right here. You probably don't want to hear this, especially not being able to remember anything, but we got to get to the bottom of this. So
at least know who your dad is, right?
These two are either A, somehow captured by people strong enough to do it. Okay? That's a pretty bad outcome because that means we're dealing with stronger people than I thought. Or B, their dad is involved with their organization somehow.
And would their father give them away?
That or he... I don't know. I'm just thinking of all the options are the only two I can think of. But I really don't want to assume that they're strong enough to capture Fenrir's sons.
We should probably then start making our way out, right? Do we still need to open that door?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go get somebody that can do it.
You got this, Grant.
What do you mean?
You sighed, so it must be someone you don't like.
I wouldn't necessarily say don't like, but it's well, it's a long story.
No worries.
But yeah, I guess I can go get Madam Sorcery, come down here, crack the lock, call it a day.
I'll take these two somewhere. Maybe the guild. You think that would be safe?
Yeah, that'd be safe.
You two stick close to me, alright?
She just takes both their hands slowly without waiting for a response.
All right. I start pushing all you guys along with me as we walk out.
All right, you make your way out of the well. And you try to make a call to sorcery.
Yeah, I mean, do I have anything? Do I have a phone? As Grant?
Sure.
Oh shit! Wait, I didn't expect that to work. Okay. I'm outside the well with as they start heading off. I hit up the phone and I call. This is important, so I'm serious mode. Serious. Okay, I call, and we're gonna see if she picks up. Does she pick up?
She does, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, didn't actually expect you to pick up. Okay. Look, those fuckers that dropped the bomb that could have killed a good portion of your people. So we found a little hideout they got over here, and one of these fuckers is hiding in a very important looking room that I know you have the capacity to crack, but I cannot.
I see. Where is this location?
We're in a well in the northern slum district, like pretty directly north of the soup kitchen that asshole runs.
Oh, yeah. It teleports there.
So, one of these days you're gonna have to teach me that shit. That shit's so cool. Alright.
Where's the door?
So, we gotta go down the well for a second. It's down the well, and then there's like a tunnel. Tunnel leads into a big room, leads to two other tunnels. One of those, so the tunnel on the right leads to Manticore, big Manticore. Tunnel on the left leads to prison room. Two guys we freed. A friend of mine taking them back now. And then side room there, big reinforced platinum room with spell on it. And there's at least one motherfucker hiding in there. I'm assuming there's some kind of information in there. Otherwise, why would it be reinforced?
Oh,
So,
that's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, move aside.
And I'll let her get to work. I'll let her get to work.
She starts casting like a spell, and she sends a weird blue sphere down the tunnel, and it kind of breaks off into pieces and comes back to her. And she's like, "Yeah, it looks like he is trapped. Well, let's flush him out. You guys wait out here or at the tunnel entrance, so he doesn't run away." And she teleports in there, and she casts a grand spell. A giant, spell wheel comes up, and she punches her hand through it and kind of recants, a spell. "A terrible woe, break aside asunder the locks that hold us at bay. Dissolution." She stabs her staff into the ground, and this echoing sound goes off, and it cracks the fabric of the magnetic chain holding them together. It pulls the thing apart, and she telekinetically pulls him over to her. And she's like, "Who are you talking to?" He's like, "Nobody." And she goes, "Mind wipe." And she blows his mind apart, throws him onto the ground. She walks in there.
Damn.
And she checks who was involved, and before the system could crash and remove itself, she casts a large-scale spell, Chronicle, and it pulls as much data as it can before the server gets cut off, and the magical circuitry that she can, and she comes out with the mind-blanked guy, and she says, "Instill memory. And she
Ooh.
ping-pongs him in the head, and he gets up, and he's like, what happened? And she's like, oh, you fell down this well. You know, you gotta help Swell out at the soup kitchen here and there. Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's fine, you know. And she kind of, you know, lets him out, and he just goes back to a random home in the slums district and kind of lays down.
Damn. Not the fucking mind wipe.
She goes over to look at the manticore, and she says, oh, great spirit, dwarvish, hold asunder the earth so it might be trapped forevermore. And she slams the staff into the ground. The tunnel tightens up and kills the manticore. And she says, it's not good to keep those around, especially this close to the city. We don't know if it was mutated. And she checks the chronicle.
Yeah.
She like pulls out a astral spell book, and she starts flipping through it. And she said that she believes that it had a lot of corruption ingested based off the evidence in the book.
I would have gotten so many fucking guild points for that.
So it is what it is. But she says, you know, a good deed is not left unpunished. And she hands you a little parchment, Grant. It would allow a reward at the guild hall for completing this section.
Oh shit. That's convenient. Okay. Well, thanks. Oh yeah. There is one thing I gotta do right quick. I jump back into the well, and I get the two guys that are handcuffed from out under the rubble, and then bring them back up.
You want them dealt with or no?
I mean, I kind of wanted a little bit of information from them, see what exactly they're doing here, and if they're just grunts that don't really know much, then I don't know. How much do they really fucking care, you know?
Yeah, that seems fine.
So I throw the asleep guy and the awake guy on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at the guy that's awake. I'm like, I'm sorry about what happened earlier with the whole. I didn't tell her to do that. I didn't tell her to like literally walk on you guys. That was fucked up. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I would never hurt somebody that can't fight back. That's fucked up. But
Sorcery looks at Iris, and she's like, she nods in approval.
She smiles back.
Grant looks at both of them, and then looks back at the guy, and then looks back. He looks at Iris, and then he looks at Sorcery, and he looks at Iris and Sorcery again, and he just puts his fucking head in his hands. And he's like, yeah, I'm starting to notice a recurring theme. Anyways, so look, what are you guys doing here? Okay, what's the whole deal? There's a fucking mutated to shit manticore in there. Y'all are hiding information. I heard about a attack, tomorrow night. Like, come on, what's happening?
I was hired
I assumed as much.
to feed the prisoners and to yell really loudly if somebody came. And that's honestly all they paid me to do.
So you don't even really, you don't really have attachments to them? They just paid you to do the damn thing?
Yeah. This guy points to the guys on the ground. His job is to kill people and maybe deal with the manticore stuff.
So he'd have more information.
Not specifically the manticore, probably.
No, I mean, that isn't, I don't necessarily need, because that doesn't feel super important, but I guess, yeah, that's good to have. Yeah, I mean, if you just worked for him, I mean.
I think the guy, whoever's running the operation, he gives us the most limited information possible.
That makes sense. That's what I would do.
But I get the impression he's rich. Maybe that's
interesting.
something.
Rich, you say?
Yeah, like Giga Rich.
Like Giga Mega Rich? Turbo Rich?
Yeah.
Well, that's great news. I like that. So how'd they find you? How'd they get you to, get this job for you?
They submitted a
just like
request with the Mountain Alliance.
Oh, Mountain Alliance, huh? That makes sense. They work with any organization, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Not too many people that like me over there. But, I don't fucking care, dude. You just work there. Like, go home. You got a family? You got something you care about?
Horse?
Then go.
Okay.
You're good. I take the handcuffs off him. Go, bro.
Thanks, man.
I
Take
mean,
care.
didn't he still do something illegal? Like capture people? I haven't.
I didn't
my
capture
God.
them.
You just blew 2 people up.
That's fair, but still.
And then admitted to me that yesterday you did exactly that, but killed the guy.
Well, I mean, they were all bad people.
And who's to say that we're not bad people to that guy? He just works there.
Yeah, but he was like, he knew about the
Because he's
slaves.
against what you think is right?
Oh no, I'm just saying, you don't.
Yeah.
Like, you're keeping someone captured. I don't think that's very moral.
Well, I think if he's, getting paid to do something and then threatened with his life, hey, do the fucking thing or you die and also don't get money, then, well, I'd probably do the same.
No, I guess.
I'm just saying, you gotta expand your worldviews.
I mean, I have had a pretty sheltered experience.
You gotta understand that some shit, it just happens, okay? I cough while looking at sorcery.
Well, I gotta
you
go,
alright?
Grant, and she lays a kiss on your cheek, and she teleports away.
Oh,
That's...
are you two a thing? Is that what happened?
Last time I saw her, well, I guess, yeah, last time I saw her, she was a lot less, nice about things. I don't really know.
So it's complicated.
Wait, the last time I saw her? No, the last time I saw her was she there when the bomb went off?
Yeah.
Whoa. Why do I not remember that? Think I'd have remembered something like that. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain. It's weird. It's, maybe you'll learn eventually.
Sure.
But yeah, anyways, that guy, if he just works there, there's not even, like, what is the true punishment for somebody just, like, doing something to live? He needs that money to survive. Take care of him and his horse that he cares about. Everybody's got something they care about.
I suppose.
I'm not the type of person to take that away from people. However, this fucker, I say kicking the guy that's still asleep. Does he wake up?
No.
He doesn't wake up? Damn,
He's
I
so
knocked his
knocked
ass out cold. Fuck. You got anything that could wake this fucker up?
Me? I mean, I
Yeah.
could lightning strike him.
I mean, maybe that could stop his heart.
That's a good point too, but I don't have much else.
Well, I'll bring him to Heim. Heim will know what to do, I'm pretty sure. We can take him. We can take these other 2 with us and make sure that everything's fine and call it a
Yes.
day. Because this fucker I got a lot less remorse for.
Okay.
And I like sling him over my shoulder as we carry him off towards the guild district.
I'll keep a close eye on the two brothers.
Yeah, they're really nice. They followed you just fine. They seem really nice.
just
They
making
just
sure
don't remember
they're
things.
Okay.
Oh, cool. They're cool. Okay, we like them.
Mhm.
These are my boys.
Yep. And
Yeah.
head over here. We go to Borach.
Oh shit. Let him cook.
Borach, you arrive in the Night District with Mercurial.
Hold up, Qford. Let me check something. Can I use... Is it possible to use threat detector?
Mm-hmm. You
Okay,
may.
Borach uses threat detector on Mercurial.
It is red. Like he is quite high threat.
Okay. Once noticing his color, he kind of leans over to Qford, whispering to his ear, "You feel that?"
Not sure. I feel the same thing.
Well, just be on guard.
Will do.
And so he steps up to Mercurial to talk to him.
Welcome.
What was your name again?
Mercurial.
God damn it. I'll just call you Mercury. All right,
Okay.
Mercury. I'm just curious if you happen to know any particular knowledge about shards.
Shards.
Yeah.
Any particular type?
I guess something along the lines of something that would resemble a dream shard.
I see. Give me a second. He stands there and flips through a book. Okay. He goes, "Are you familiar with Lunacris?"
Aren't all gods the same? A bunch of fucking pompous assholes sitting on their high horse. Yeah,
We could
I've
agree
heard
on
of the
that.
name.
I think they have to do with Lunacris. I happen to know where another might be.
You don't say. I guess this won't come without a price.
Yeah, for 100 gold, because you're such a kind type for my type. I can tell you the exact location and the weakness of the person holding it.
Okay. So what about information in general about a dream shard?
I could tell you. For free, probably.
Well, I'm all ears, Mercury. Ed.
So, a dream shard There's a fragment of outer fall off from their old realm. And in particular, the ones of dreams are centered around Lunicris, as he is emissary of maddening nightmares. So they're a crystal almost around his energy. And when they come together, calamities can befall, or a deep awakening can happen, especially in individuals cursed by him.
Okay. Is that all? What about the empty ones?
Few ones. Weirdly doesn't ring a bell right now. I have
Isn't
to
this
find
your
out.
day job?
That's actually my night job, but my day job is finding out why I don't know things in my night job. So I'll look into that and get back to you as soon as I can.
Give me one more moment.
No problem.
He steps backwards a bit, with Qford trying to see if he's not in a listening distance with Mercurial.
Mm-hmm.
Then he leans over to Qford, whispering, "So what do you think?"
I think he's weirdly trusting of you. Maybe he knows more about the Outers than we think.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Either knows somebody who knows something, and they owe him something. Or I think he's potentially knows an Outer one.
What do you mean by outer?
I mean any Outer being, like Lunicris that was mentioned earlier, or potentially, you know, they're like the emissaries, but further away. They're usually contested by Sokora.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I wonder if I could figure out his motives. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, I would say that, I don't know. I mean, if we give him information or the coin for more information about the next one, or the, I guess, was he mentioning the next dream shard that we can find? Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. For 100 gold, that's what he said.
I don't see the point. If I already have one right here that needs to be fulfilled.
True.
We'll just back off for now.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, he then walks up to Mercurial. All right, buddy. We'll get back to you. But I'll come back around if you have any more information about this.
Yeah, I'll get a paper airplane to you.
That works. All right.
Take care.
Yeah. with that. Okay. I'm assuming there's not much left time in the day.
Correct. It's gonna be night time.
Okay. Is there anything else that we could possibly do before that, or it's kind of a wrap?
It's close to. I mean, you can go to the night market and like buy some stuff because it's nearby.
Mhm.
So anything that's like kind of really close, like as in for whatever reason, or maybe something in the religious district, like that would be plausible within this time span.
Okay, what about viewing the current guild quests?
That's fine. That's like right here.
Okay. So yeah, Borach heads over to the guild district.
You meet up with Grant and Iris as they just got back from the whole thing they just dealt with.
That's you
Good
two.
evening.
No. Hey.
So what you been doing? You smell like outside.
Killed some people.
Yeah, saved some people.
Actually didn't kill anybody. Kind of saddening. But, beat the shit out of some people. Did you know she does this weird, like, exploding doll thing?
It's not that weird.
It's like weird
No.
cool, not like weird bad.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I've seen it up close and personal. It's kinda-
So you were there when
kinda
she used it
sick.
the other day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's holding back on us.
Kinda, what it seems like, but no, I like that. That's fun. So, what'd you get up to? I heard you went to a massage parlor, got some drinks.
Yeah, me and my man Qford here just fucking being lazy as shit. But, of course, we're always productive. I don't like to waste my energy.
That makes sense to me.
So just getting some information about some things.
Yeah, Glaze was useful for once.
Yeah,
Glaze. That's his name?
yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought it was
Ah.
Blaze. It's Glaze.
It is Blaze. No, it's Blaze.
Oh.
It's Blaze.
Don't listen to her. She's a op. She's lying.
I'm not. Oh,
Wait, but
my.
both of them are saying Glaze, and you're saying Blaze.
He literally called himself Blaze to us.
When have I ever been wrong, Gant?
I was
Is
just
it
looking at
Gant?
him.
I forgot. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like, I think his name is Glaze. It sounds like
No.
me.
Who cares
Alright,
about
Gant.
the motherfucker's name? We got free booze. End of story.
Okay, that's cool. Like that. So,
Yeah,
what you here for? What you pulling up in here for?
just trying to make use of my time. I wish I joined y'all. Would have put a bullet in somebody.
You would have.
Everything's fucked.
Yeah, everything is fucked.
More
You're
than
right.
usual, or?
I mean,
That's a good question. Probably not. It's always fucked. To be fair.
yeah, if you live in this hellhole, this
So true.
fucking world.
And know the truth. That's why I called my store the Anger of the Earth.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So you sell
do.
shit?
Sell stuff, do jobs, hitman for hire, all of it. Do a little bit of everything. Whole point is that I deal with the shit that makes the earth angry so that everybody else can be calm. It's like the whole deal.
Hey, Gant, you want to rob some fat neck politician? It'll be fucking hilarious, I swear.
He's kind of cooking. Hold on. Well, if we can, maybe I'll join you on that at some point. Probably not immediately, but I can join you with that on some point. Yeah, I'm actually about to turn this in. Thank you for reminding me. I'm about to turn this in to the guild hall so that I can get some guild points.
And we have to find these two a room or something to stay in.
Yes, correct. We also
Oh.
gotta. Oh yeah. Oh, so you see that that big ass guy behind Iris? He's like 12 foot something. And then the somewhat smaller one next to him, but still like tall for an average person guy. Those two are brothers. We found them. They were prisoners. We found them, saved them. They're like that. From what I gathered, they're the sons of Spirit King Fenrir. Doesn't make much sense to me because if you're the son of a giant, cool, sick as fuck wolf monster, how'd you get captured? But here we are. Don't really know how that happened, but it's fine. You know, they got their minds kind of
They
fucked
have
with. So I
amnesia.
think they might have gotten their minds fucked with, and that caused something to happen. So that's why they couldn't fight back. They got snuck, if I were to say it. That's what it seems like. So
Sounds like a pretty fucking terrible life.
that it does, to be quite honest with you. I hate the thought of amnesia. But yeah, we gotta do something about them, and then I gotta get this guy on my shoulder to Heim.
Borach walks up to the two, looking up. Hey,
Yeah.
hey kid, let me give you a piece of advice.
Here you go.
All
Give
ears.
up on life.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It ain't worth it.
Hold on, wait.
I see.
No, he's young and impressionable.
No, no,
He's young and
no.
impressionable. Hold on. We
Let
can
me
only-
finish.
Oh, all right.
I was going to say, it's not worth it, but if you happen to cling on like the rest of us, scum on this earth, then only trust the ones that resemble you.
Oh.
Hold on, he's kind of cooking.
As for
Hold on, he's
me,
kinda cooking.
the only thing I trust is this bottle of booze. Everything else I kill. You got that?
That was like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was actually kind of profound. That was,
Anyway,
A little bit, yeah.
that's wow. Huh? He's kind of a poet.
he backs up and then walks next to Qford.
Yeah, dude.
Think that
You
was
too. Shout out to
effective.
you too. Yeah, that was good. That was, you know what? My bad. Sorry, Borach.
Where's the fucking guild hall quest? I need to see what they got on the board.
Oh yeah, you want to kill some shit? The board's back there.
Okay. He walks over to the, I guess the attendant lady, or?
Yeah. You see, there's like 3 missions. One is for like defeating a saber boar. One is for like killing a guy on the run, like a bounty poster. And the other is for like subjugating and capturing like a weird cat thing.
What do you think, Qford? I don't know, that guy on the run sounds pretty cool.
I think that's in our wheelhouse.
We can just do all of them, I don't care.
Well, maybe when we get back from the first bounty, there's another one, so we won't even have to fight these crazy monsters.
There's a first bounty?
Well, the one that you're about to pick up, the guy that's on the run. If then finish that bounty, that would be your first bounty, and then you come back. There's more monsters. There's another quest that's about killing people, not monsters.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, it might rank us up or something. We get better quests, more money.
Better quest, more
Yeah.
money, and more people to kill instead of monsters.
He kind of slams his hand on the little countertop. There's even like a little table along with the attendant. Hey, person. thing.
Yeah.
He points to the guy on the run bounty. Chop, chop. Let's go.
Okay. She runs out the back and grabs the thing and puts it in front of you, and Qford quickly signs it real quick, and he goes, yeah, that's done with. Hands his card, like, on the magical scrying orb. Like, let's get out of here, Borach.
Wait, before you two go, Qford, I do got a question for you.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to answer this question, that's fine. But it's because I'm curious about something that happened earlier. It doesn't really matter now.
Oh,
It's
yes.
just a curiosity thing. Can you tame monsters?
Tame monsters. Yeah, I guess I'm good at it by trade.
See, that's what I thought. I like turn and look at Iris. I go, that's what I thought. See, I thought he.
She
felt
nods.
That's what he felt like. Yeah, it's just wondering because of a situation that came up earlier.
Yeah,
You
no
can go.
problem. Alright.
All right. Well, I walk over to the startled attendant, and I'm like, "Yeah, sorry. He's he can be a little much. My bad. But yeah, I'm just gonna I slide the like little manuscript over to him with the knowledge she got from the well.
She reads it and she goes, "Oh, this is really important." And she goes up and talks to the Vice Guild Master, and he comes down.
Yeah.
He goes,
What you got?
"Well, I don't know if we've met much, Grant,
Only like once.
but that was good on you, getting ahead of the ball.
Hmm?
We're gonna promote you up to silver, and you get half off on your next information request."
Well, how much would it cost for me to get information on the whereabouts of something right now?
If it's silver grade information, it would normally be 50, so it's 25.
All right. So, you actually might not have knowledge that it's mine. So I will just ask, have you seen a strange mechanical sword?
Yeah. We have information pertaining to that weapon.
Could you give me the information pertaining to that weapon? You said it cost 50, right?
Yeah, so it'll be half, 25.
Okay.
There's
I'll
a Shuyu who
give him
owns it right
25.
this second.
shoe you, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Yes.
What's the Shuyu's name?
Fafnir.
Fafnir. You got any idea where he's
He lives in
currently
the
at or
Shuyu
where he
Plains
stays?
to the east.
Do you have any idea how he might have got his hands on it?
Stole it.
Just needed confirmation. Alright. Well... How long would it take to get to the Shuyu Plains from here, do you think? Let's say I was riding a bike.
I'd say 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah, to where Fafnir's staying specifically.
Alright. Well, I know where I'm going after this attack.
Oh.
Back to the fucking Shuyu Plains. Alright.
Best of luck.
I for sure. Thank you. I turn around and Iris will see a giant murderous grin appear across my face.
Oh, all right. Quick question for you, actually, Grant. When your lady friend wiped that guy's memory, do you think he managed to talk to someone before she did that?
Almost definitely.
Because then I'm thinking possibly maybe they overheard that we were taking these two to the guild hall, and now I'm thinking it's probably not the best place for them.
Really?
Well, if the plan is to sacrifice them, I imagine the people will want them back.
Mm-hmm.
The tall one comes
yeah,
over to
so-
you and he goes, "Would it be perhaps safer to stay with you, Grant? At your house?"
Or I'm like,
I mean,
It's
I can arrange for that, I guess. We'll have to make some accommodations to like doorways and stuff. You You find... Wait. 12-foot man would be intriguing to people. That means more of a reason to... Would you be fine potentially working a little bit part-time while you stay?
You can do that.
Alright then. I'll give you guys a decent amount of the money. But it'd be nice to get somebody that'll actually work in there for a change besides it having to be me all the time and then I have to close down while I'm gone because the stupid fucker that I have living with me won't actually work. Anyways. Yeah. I think we can arrange for that. I'm fine with it.
Great. Seems good.
And I will look at Iris and I'll go, do you know anything about, like, I don't know, like, why these people are attacking or anything? Because you said you overheard some stuff.
What did she overhear? I don't know if that was ever...
I'm trying to recall.
No worries.
When did she overhear this?
Maybe it was near the training hall?
Oh yeah, when you sent your doll in, your doll heard it, right? Or am I
I
tripping?
don't know if I overheard anything. I don't know if Nylan said that. Or...
You overheard... I don't think it was like anything super specific informationally. She like heard them from far away, like, oh, they're like creeping around, but I don't think there was information like what they were saying. The information you know from like sorcery, kind of going through her book and stuff, seemed to be like that the guy contacted some sort of submerged as his boss that was going to raid this town tomorrow.
So a submerge is going to be the one?
A submerge would make sense, being able to make them not remember things because they're psionic by nature.
Well, we're dealing with a submerged is probably a coward then.
Probably.
That would explain how he's able to capture him.
I'll
Cozy
try
up to
and
somebody
figure
that
out
might be a little too
something.
nice.
Right.
Erase their memories. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Only because I've seen somebody do that before, but
Oh.
you know. The usual.
Yeah.
Let's just say sorcery scams a lot of people.
That's good to know.
Be strong of will, otherwise it could happen to you. Probably won't. I can't imagine that she would do it to you. She typically only... You know, there is a solid question. Has she ever attempted to do it to me? She typically only does it to men. Has she? Can't say I'd remember it. But also I feel like I'd be...
Do you mean your lady friend, or?
Yeah. Madame Sorcery. She's the leader of the Sorcerers Club.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm trying to think. Has that happened to me? Damn. Now I've kind of got like a moral thing going on. I shouldn't have pieced that together.
As our session is coming to a close, Haim opens the door, drenched in blood. Not from himself, but from somebody else.
Oh.
And then he recognizes the two brothers, and he goes to say their name, but then the curtains are called.
Boom.
Ooh.
Bang, bada, bump, boom. Ow.
All right. That was a good session. Any
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure was.
lasting remarks for our viewer?
Ta-ta for now.
Don't get on the bad side of a girl that can wipe your mind. Pretty bad decision. Pretty bad decision.